Good evening, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. What are you talking about, I kill you? Messing with people's feels. What are you talking about? I don't understand. I don't understand what you're talking about, I kill you. Are you talking about the fact that you rated me for another 50 trillion? Is that what you're talking about? At least it wasn't during incursions. All right, I got pre-rolls dropping in 30 seconds. Pre-rolls, 30 seconds. In 30 seconds. Good evening, everybody. What's up? Welcome into the show. Pre-rolls dropping in about 10 seconds, and we'll get the show started. Let's go! Leak a lag. What? Laggy leaks? What are you talking about? What leaks are laggy?
Searching all this time for a little bit of sunshine to light up this life of mine. Finally, my moment has arrived. And this feels like best day of my life. Best day of my life. Best day of my life. It's gonna start ticking off. Must be the best day of my life, and I'm for real. Watch this.
I'm only like 7 minutes early. I'm only 7 minutes early, MJ. Not that big of a deal, right? Not that big of a deal.
And all the time I wasted.
If it matters, I told everybody that I planned on 6:30 today. So that does. I told my team. I told Griffin and my team that I was planning on 6:30. So that does still technically make me late. So don't worry, we're still batting 1,000. Good evening, everybody. Aw, Duder, I hate to hear that, man. I'm so sorry. But you know what? We got you. We got you. We're here for you, baby. We got you. What's up, Art Talk? Griffin, and we are here for you on Arkfall Eve. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the show. How you doing? How you doing? What's up, everybody?
Happy Monday out there to all you space nerds. It's good to see you.
Almost EU friendly. What is it, 1 o'clock in the morning? 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
Nelson, back in time for ads. Yeah, we wait. The pre-roll, we can do it a little. Oh, damn it. All right, I'll fix it.
What did you break already? 10 seconds in.
I broke your name. Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I forgot.
I mean, I could do worse. That was a great interview, by the way. Good job.
Thank you. He was a wonderful guest, was he not? It was really cool to reach out to another creator and have him come on the show and talk about his gameplay.
I like that.
And his experience.
We should do more of that.
I feel like we're probably going to. If the experience was anything like it was with MJ, we're absolutely going to do it. All right, because that was phenomenal, and I love reaching out like that. It was thank you, MJ. No, thank you, dude. We loved it. I'm glad you loved it, but we loved it, and that's all that matters.
Oh, there's MJ Hat right there.
Good evening, everybody.
The real MJ chat.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Appreciate you guys all being here. What's going on? Welcome in. Happy Monday. Arkfall Eve, Griffin. The big day is coming. Is it?
I don't know. Are they doing the Arkfall? We didn't get a video. Are they still launching tomorrow?
We did not get a video, but we do know that maintenance is launching here in just a couple of hours. So,
oh, good.
Yeah, so we can presume that we're getting an Arkfall tomorrow. And I can tell you that there are indeed leaks abound circulating the community. We'll do our best without violating any contracts or anything. We'll do our best to address those for you guys tonight. But in typical Fleet Command fashion, people not at all associated with the game have more information than those inside the walls.
Well,
leaks. Leaks. There is that. Yo, Woody, thank you for the 10-month resub. Appreciate that very much. Good evening, everybody. Appreciate you guys all being here. Listen. We've got a lot to do tonight. Not a lot of time in which to do it because the creation slate is very, very full. Yeah, Stream Elements for the win. I use Stream Elements too. You know, I got the information and I was like, oh, well. I wish we had some of that information there, Griff. But nonetheless, it's fine. We'll talk to you about what we can talk about tonight, which admittedly...
Well, to be fair, we do have all the information. We just haven't been told that we can talk about it.
You know, and that's true. And so we're gonna skirt around those lines a little bit tonight. But I'll tell you, I maintain what I have said over the last couple of weeks, which is, guys, it's January all over again. All right, there's not a whole lot here. We can talk about it, but I've given you way more than I should have already. It's January over again with an added layer of difficulty, and that's what we're going to be. We've been preparing you guys for that for the last week and a half. So we'll tell you a little bit more about what we know, and we'll go from there. If I leak it here, you'll keep it a secret. Well, thank you, Natural Beef. I do appreciate that.
Can we stop using the word leak, please?
Okay. Griffin's having a bad day, guys.
Listen, everybody, many of you have probably been in this position, but my very first of all time colonoscopy is tomorrow, and I am right in the middle of that prep stage, and it's not going well.
He started prep earlier this afternoon at about 3 o'clock. So right about now.
So let's not talk about leakies, okay? Bad things could happen. It's a good thing I'm wearing this brown jumper.
Yeah, wait, did you just change clothes? Did you just poop yourself? You were literally in a different outfit 3 minutes ago. I just now looked at the camera.
Bright yellow is not a good choice. Don't trust a fart. Thank you, Vic. Perfect.
Poor guy. Yeah,
he's trying to avoid spillage. He's staying hydrated. I don't even have a ghost energy. I'm not allowed. I have to have my liquid IV.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're letting you have that. They told me water. Just water. And actually, crazy enough, they do say clear liquids. Technically, Ghost would qualify as a clear liquid.
It would, but I don't want to deal with the carbonation. Just be advised out there. If you hear the red alert sound and I disappear, you know what's going on.
I'll be suddenly cutting camera, okay, to a 1-up right there. If that happens, I've got a DM with him up on full screen, red alert. Okay, so
my vengeance is in full usage today.
yeah, the vengeance is under attack. I mean, it's flying at yellow alert pretty much nonstop here this evening, guys. So
That's right.
Yeah, so all of a sudden anything could happen at any given time. Okay, we wait. You want to cut to the bathroom cam? No, you don't. I promise. You don't want to cut to the bathroom cam. Live broadcast from the bridge. You guys are disgusting. Okay, you guys are disgusting. Thank you, Woody.
Just keep in mind, if I yell out SHIT, it's not because something's wrong, other than the other thing.
Oh yeah, we don't need a vengeance cam tonight. I can tell you that. Live from the poop deck, it's Griffin.
Oh, see, there it is. Ooh, not good.
Listen, in all fairness, if you guys remember, Griffin, was it last year? I don't remember if it was last year or the year before that I had my first colonoscopy literally 3 days before the cruise.
Yeah, that was last year, and it was
that
not
last
ideal.
year?
No, it was 2 years ago.
I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, I had my first colonoscopy, and it literally just lined up right before the cruise. And I remember talking to you guys about it. Like, is this a good idea? Should I reschedule? Because I'd already rescheduled once, and this was my second reschedule, and I didn't want to go a third reschedule. And so I decided to risk it. And I did it right before we went on the cruise. So everything worked out okay. Everything worked itself out okay. All right, but it was a risk. At least you've got a couple of weeks prep time.
Lizard.
That's true. Oh, Bafty.
Thank you, Vic.
I do have a couple weeks prep time for the cruise. However, it's a very busy week because
it is
24 hours after the colonoscopy, I'm getting on a plane.
Yeah, that's true. He is prepping for his visit to the mountain. So don't worry though. He pre-shipped his vengeance. I've got the vengeance being installed tomorrow specifically for Griffin. Okay.
I have a special team of engineers. My pergola team is up there.
Yeah.
Adding on to the outside of the newly refurbished garage.
Yeah. The wall that's more or less just shades, basically just a curtain right there. Hydrate.
I guess it all depends. Jeff Games TV, get eviscerated.
Lots of hydration, and then after hydration, lots of protein. Okay, lots of protein after that.
I was going to go have 3 cheeseburgers after I was done. Because you know what? I haven't eaten all day, and damn it, I deserve it.
You should. Multiple cheeseburgers. Where is he heading, Jay? He's heading over here to the mountain where we may or may not be able to get on and off the mountain.
What?
Well, we've got about a foot of snow right now. Now, don't worry. No.
Is this happening again? Are you getting more snow again?
No.
If I don't open it, then later I can claim ignorance.
There's a foot of snow on the ground right now. Now, between now and the time that you arrive, we're only supposed to get 2 to 4 more inches. Everything is fine. Don't stress about it. But I will tell you that today I actually went out to outside and dug around a little bit, fired up my little country tractor and plowed a little bit of my driveway. Now, keep in mind, my driveway's over a mile long, but I got at least a solid 200 feet of it done. And I decided at that point, I was really, really cold, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go and we'll try it.
And
I brought Oliver with me. In hindsight, that may not have been the best idea, but just in case I couldn't get back up the mountain, I didn't want to leave him at the house by himself, right? So I put Oliver in the truck with me, and we decided to go down the mountain.
Oh, yeah, so you could both slide off the hill and die together, even better.
Well, so I put Oliver in the truck, and we start heading down the hill. Now, I got about 3/4 of the way down. Griffin, you know where that really sharp hairpin turn is in my driveway?
There are 3 of them.
Yeah,
but I think I remember the one, the really tumultuous one that's kind of at a pitch.
Yeah. The one that's extremely dangerous, and if you turn it just wrong, you're going to end up in that house that's at the bottom of the hill. Right there, we started to lose a little traction. So I put it in 4 low, locked in the differential, and tried to reverse. Also didn't work, so I had to spin backwards and kind of like fishtail my rear end around so I could kind of turn around hairpin in the driveway, and then I came back up. Now, the good news is I was able to get back up to the house. Obviously, here I am, okay? Was able to get back to the house. So
how far down the hill did you slide? How many tires were off the road?
I think only one. Only one was actually off the road. But
that's it. I'm not renting a car. Cancel my car rental. I'm gonna have to get a helicopter, please, to the landing pad.
It's pretty windy up here right now too.
Windy.
Maybe.
Well, then you're picking me up. You're
Maybe I'll
picking
just
me
come
up,
get
and then
you.
we'll just die together.
Maybe I'll just come get you. Listen, by the time that your flight lands, listen. Everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine because tomorrow.
I think that the event that you're trying to capture on video, you might actually freeze to death attempting it.
Yeah, that's possible. The good news is tomorrow it's going to be 41 degrees here, okay? It's going to be 41 degrees here tomorrow, so it's going to be fine. Everything's going to melt.
You know, that's a good point. Somebody earlier said, oh, this is why I live in Florida. Carissa did. Carissa, it's colder here. It was 1 degree yesterday in Central Florida. All my plants outside are dead.
Oh, no.
I covered them up and everything. I covered them up and I took the cover off and they're like, ee, all the leaves. Ee.
Yeah, well.
So I think that I'm
that.
starting from scratch after this. And it's going to get cold again. The rest of this whole week, it's colder here than up there on the mountain somehow. So
the good news
what the hell?
is it is going to be 41 on Tuesday. It'll be 35 on Wednesday. Then it starts getting cold again. Then it starts getting cold again. It
starts getting cold?
Yeah, and the better piece of that is tomorrow when it's 41, that's good. Everything is going to melt off. Now, it's going to drop back down to 24 overnight where we're expecting another 4 inches. But by the time then that the temperature hits 35, all the fresh stuff will have melted. All right, so it'll be completely fine.
No, it'll just turn into ice, and we're going to be ice skating out there. We're going to slide off that mountain.
Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm not worried about it in the least because, like I said, I got most of the way down the hill today. And honestly, coming back up the hill is the hard part, and we got up the hill just fine. I think what it is inertia. Right? There's this thing, Lawton's law.
Newton's law. Newton's law
of gravity. Thank you, Griffin. See, we're such on the same wavelength. You can just read my mind. Newton's law of gravity indicates that a vehicle in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by an opposite force. Well, the ice prevented any kind of opposite force to come at me, so I just kept going down the hill faster and faster and faster. And then there was that big rock, okay, which ultimately, decent placement, okay, prevented me from going into that house at the bottom. So everything was fine. We got back up the hill.
Can we have a talk about what kind of an umbrella insurance policy do you have?
What is that?
That's the policy where if I sue you for bodily injury and harm, that I will actually get some money out of it.
Oh, yeah, I got $50,000 worth of coverage. I've got the state minimum. Don't worry about it.
That won't even cover the helicopter to get out of there.
I have the state minimum of coverage, so everything will be fine. You'll be fine, okay? And like I said, then we'll be able to get right back up the hill. That was the big thing. Could we get up the hill? And we got up the hill. Here I am. I'm back, and I'm warm, and I'm toasty, and I'm cozy. It is literally only 42 degrees in the studio right now. Griffin, you're going to be fine, okay? Everything is fantastic. So Griffin arrives late Wednesday evening. It will be an adventure. It'll be an adventure coming up.
I'm going back to Paso Robles where it was this last weekend. It's 80 degrees there. The wine's delicious. Why did I ever leave?
I don't know why you left. You could have done the show from out there. That was crazy.
That's not funny. Who played that?
Hilarious.
That's not funny.
Martok, thank you. That's actually really, really funny. All right. It's
Keep your Terrence and Phillip out of here.
So
that
the good
could have
news
been. I thought that was a real situation happening. Thank you.
You faked him out. Good news is Griffin lands Wednesday. I'll pick him up, bring him back here. Thursday, we've got shenanigans at work. Thursday night.
There's no good news here.
Thursday night, we've got a live podcast that we're going to bring you here, which is going to be phenomenal. Friday, we're going to do another live broadcast from here. Saturday, we are planning to go do an IRL in the truck. I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna pack him up into the truck. We're gonna set up all the Starlinks. I'm gonna show him how this amazing setup actually works. All right, and then we're gonna go cruise around and we're gonna go hunt some Pokemon Saturday before I drop him off at the airport Saturday evening. So
I love that.
Yeah,
Perfect.
so that we've got a very, very full weekend of content scheduled. And that's right, Tarpy. You can hear the married couple bickering from here if you guys are lucky, and if I have enough time. Then I'm going to set up the IRL for Wednesday when I pick him up. And, and then we can...
Not enough time!
Maybe there might not be enough time. It's already Monday. I missed work today because I couldn't get off the mountain. Now, I am going to rely on the fact that I did a lot of plowing today. I'm going to rely on the fact that it is supposed to be down to 6 tonight. And I'm going to assume that the roads will be better in the morning. So I'm going to get
6 degrees.
Yeah. So I'm going to get up at 7 a.m. tomorrow, and I'm going to get off the hill because I got to go to work. All right, I got to go to work.
At what point do you just tell me to cancel the trip? Because right now I think there's about an 18% probability that this actually goes off.
Everything is fine. Jay says you missed all of last week. No, not all of last week. Only 2 days. Only 2 days, and then 1 day this week. So yes, Mrs. Boss is already giving me grief about how much vacation time I've had to take the last 2 weeks. But it's fine. Everything is fine. I'm going to go into work tomorrow, and everything will be fine. Everything will be great. And I'm going to get off this mountain tomorrow if it kills me. No pun intended.
Yeah, wait, there's no pun there. That's the reality of the situation.
I'm going to get off the mountain. So that's going to happen. Then Wednesday, we might plan a little IRL as I pick him up from the airport and head back to the house. It could be fun. It might not be. Don't know. We'll see. All right, because I'd like to show off the gear to him, the setup, and how everything works and so forth. So it'll be a lot of fun. We'll have a nice full weekend of content for you guys. And of course, it's going to be Arkfall. So we're going to be talking all about the new and exciting things that are coming inside Star Trek Fleet Command. So,
And then Sunday will be the Super Bowl, and I might fire up the pergola camera and telecast our beautiful outdoor Super Bowl party if we're not all frozen in the Florida tundra.
It should be fine. Everything should be fine. And Shelby says leaks. Listen, that's what I'm here for. Okay, I'm here
leaks.
I'm here to tell you all about what's going to happen in the month of February. So, are you ready? Get ready.
Yes.
And there you have it, everybody. There you have it.
Oh, wow.
What did you hear? What did you hear? Tell me what you heard.
Nothing.
Oh, well, there you go. There's the correct answer, everybody. That button wasn't supposed to press. Cruzito says, why so critical? Listen, I'm not being critical. I'm not being critical in any way, shape, or form. As a matter of fact, I fully endorse this arc. Okay? And I said this the other night. Kretzagog. Okay? I'm gonna
Kretzagog.
I'm gonna practice tonight. No, listen, Tarpy. Tarpy, good evening. Welcome. How are you?
Hi.
Tarpy has an idea for a stream goal, and I'm struggling with it because I feel like it's going to require a great deal of brain power that I don't have. Okay, and
we know that
the goal is what did he call you? Torpedo.
Does whatever a spider pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, we can't. He's a pig.
Why does the upside down piggy sound like Homer Simpson?
A spider pig.
Well, that's where that comes from.
Have you not seen the Simpsons movie?
You've not seen the Spider Pig? It's a
okay,
movie.
Listen, there's 27 years of
How
Simpsons.
have I actually
the
seen
Simpsons
a movie
have been on
and you guys haven't?
I can't keep up.
And Simpsons.
I don't watch every single episode. I do watch all of the Nightmare of Horror
But
episodes.
it's the movie.
Those are my favorites. Oh, I probably saw it at some point. I mean, isn't
That's
that
literally the movie?
Isn't that movie like 20 years old though? I mean, I probably saw it at some point. I'm sure I saw it at some point. I just don't. I mean, I know. Hey, don't
Spider
look
Pig
at me.
was like the most memorable part.
Don't look at me. I know who Spider Pig is. Okay, Griffin's the one who didn't know who Spider Pig
I have
was.
no idea.
Okay?
Well, no, that's not true. I knew that it was the voice of Homer Simpson.
See,
so
there you
I
go.
did know.
That's a
Thank
win.
you.
Congratulations. Good job.
Yeah.
Kretzagog says he missed the whole thing about the arc being a critical release. I don't know.
Oh, I see what we're doing there.
Yeah. Well, listen, there's I actually got nothing, Kretzagog. I'm sorry. I can't. You're too clever for me. Okay.
It is definitely going to be a critical release, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that if you're not prepared for the critical release coming tomorrow, which is very optimistically scheduled to happen in 2 hours or less, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's what they said. If you're not critically prepared for tomorrow's critical release, you might find yourself taking maximum emotional damage.
That's true. That could happen. And
The likes of which you've never seen.
The form of emotional damage, of course, at which we are speaking of would be just simply the fact that your dailies will become impossible. But it's no big deal.
Well, that is maximally damaging.
Not
Don't open
it's not
it,
a
then
big
later
deal.
I can claim ignorance, right?
It's not a big deal. Everything is going to be fine.
Well, look at the bright side. Look at the bright side. For those of you
all
out
my
there in
dailies?
TV land, is Griffin worried about it? I am in no way worried about it. Absolutely not. So if you can't do what you need to do in tomorrow's game, there's always my way.
Hey, you know what? That brings up a really good point. What tools are coming tomorrow that are going to help you with these new dailies? Are you ready? I'm going to leak them for you. Okay, you ready for this?
That's messed up.
Listen carefully, everybody. I'm going to tell you what you can buy tomorrow to make February all completely okay. You ready? All right. Did you hear that? Did you catch that? What did you hear?
Yeah,
Griffin? What did you hear?
It sounded like nothing. Nothing?
Sounded like nothing. Congratulations. You picked up on that hint as well.
Wow. The leaks are just flowing
DJ.
freely today.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing. I thought she was actually here. No, listen. There will be nothing that you can buy that will circumvent the challenge that is presented to you.
I think
players.
it's a great pack, and you should buy it immediately. That's exactly right. That's what you should do, especially when it comes to upgrading your ships or increasing your ops level, or both.
Pong says, so that's why Scopely had no teaser for us, because there's nothing to tease. Listen, I'm not going to say that there's nothing to tease. Obviously, we've got
No, there's definitely something to tease.
We've
That
got
would
an
be
officer.
an incorrect assumption.
We got an officer that's coming. We've teased that a little bit. We've also teased the fact that, hey, if you take a look inside your base, there's a bunch of new empty pads here for brand spanking new. I was trying to hold it in, and I couldn't. I got the chili wiggers all the way down my spine.
The what? Did you say the chili wiggers?
Yes.
Is it racist?
I don't think so. It's like chill bumps for
Just
you northern
watch out
folk.
what you say. That's okay. Number one, it's called a goose bump.
No, chill.
Goose bump.
Never mind. I'm not going down this road.
I'm tired of you making up random phrases around here. Like,
You know what?
if
I'm
don't-
not the one who
if you
does
don't
that.
care,
You
instead
make up
of-
stuff all the
instead of
time.
Don't mind.
Silvertab says, are we getting one building this month or multiple? I don't know. I mean, I do know. I can't answer that question, obviously. Can I ask?
Is my screen share working?
Yeah. You want to take a look inside your building? Oh, what's that?
Well, I just wanted to. Nothing. I just wanted to make sure my screen share worked. You can go back. No problem.
Absolutely. Your screen share is. What are you hitting me for? What are you hitting me
Probably
for?
for saying chili wiggers. What?
Okay, hold on. First of all, chill bumps.
Why
That's another
haven't
thing.
you built all of
Goose
your?
pimples,
Why haven't you built
that's
all
another
of
thing.
your?
Hold
What
on.
is going on with her? Hold on. Stop everything. What is going on with your parse steel generators?
What's going on with my parse steel generators?
You haven't even built them all.
Yeah. So what's the point? This is ridiculous. What is happening
It's
right now?
it's the little pig from the Geico commercial.
Yeah.
I missed that pig. That was
Yeah.
a good one.
Was he Geico or was he Progressive? I don't remember. Yeah. The
I'm
better
pretty
question.
sure it was Geico.
Better question is who has built all of their generators, and if so,
Me?
Here we go.
thank you.
Oh no.
Logo. Appreciate
What does that mean?
We got 100 bits. Thank you very much, Logo. Appreciate that. Vic, Tony Pie,
I like
Bender,
that.
Tony
Thank you,
Pie
Logos.
again. Vic, thank you for the bits. Tony Pie, thank you for more bits. Rawr. There you go. Balabom says I have them all. Wait, you have them all. Okay, can I ask a question? Why?
Yeah. Well, because sometimes you're out of buildings to build and you need to build buildings every day. So you got to build things you don't want to build them.
There's enough buildings here
That's
to literally
60.
last you for like 5 years. I mean, there's no excuse. There's no excuse to have these all maxed out, guys. Okay? There's no excuse
you
to have
talking
them all
about?
maxed out. All right, that's right.
I didn't
Alexa.
say max,
One a
but
day,
at least build.
One a day takes multiple years. All right. Now, here's the thing. Sex says Sigma Trite is a huge problem. Okay, I don't disagree. Guess which ones produce Sigma Trite? A and B. That's it.
Which ones?
C and D don't produce Sigma Trite. Okay? That is, please tell me that's not actually accurate.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Don't they need to be level
Whoa.
61?
I don't
Don't
think
they need to be 61?
Balabom says
to
they
make-
actually do.
My
Wait,
build,
do they
my
really?
build Sigma Trite every
Yeah.
single day. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay. So here's the thing. Okay, fine.
Never took them past 60?
Fine.
Uh-huh.
However, speaking
Yours
Does
only do.
that say ops? Wait a minute. Is that building level 42
yeah, but
and 39?
Yeah.
Okay,
23?
hold on, Cruzito. I demand to be off the hook
22.
for everything ever
But,
pertaining to
hold
Lorca.
on.
Look
How
at
many
these
times-
tritanium
No,
generators.
no,
He's
no,
not
no.
even building Sigma tritanium in them right
First
now.
of all,
it's level 39.
no,
and then he tells us, oh, they don't even build Sigma trite. Probably because they're ops 39 and 42. Dumb.
Here's why. Tell me how many times, and if so, for how long? Thank you, Taylor. They do, but you're never at vault for more than literally 20 minutes, okay? Literally, you're never at vault for more than 20 minutes. So what's the point in spending
What do you
all
mean? You
that
run
crap?
out of tritanium all the time, and you should
Yeah.
always be getting more tritanium.
Yeah, and then you do one event, and you're right back over the vault cap again. Okay, right back over the vault cap, and they do
That's not
nothing.
true, especially if you're often rated.
Nothing.
Who do we know who's often rated around here?
I
You.
don't get rated for Sigma. Okay, it's only for hundreds.
I don't know about that.
Hundreds of trillions of regular. Shout out, I kill you, and Jonathan.
I don't know about that.
Did you guys produce a new video, by the way? I got rated yesterday again. After incursions, I don't even know how this happened. All right,
I can
afterwards.
only hope that in the video that they will post on YouTube, you are in fact being rated for Sigma tritanium.
I'm not.
In that case, you'll never. You're gonna have to bring the cap back because you'll never show your face here again. Tell you that right now.
Listen, it's fine.
Dust off the cat.
It's fine. You're literally never below vaults ever. Okay, so just throwing that out there. Anyway, fine.
You're not trying hard enough.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. But you know what? I do my dailies. I have plenty of other things to build. Look, do you see a building daily in here? Nope, because I did it. Okay, it's not like I'm leaving them undone.
Even your admiral is
No.
embarrassed for you right now in the chat.
He's not. No, he's not. Because Lexel even said you do one a day. It would literally take years. And I do one every single day. It's just sometimes a mix of stuff that I need versus fluff stuff. Okay? So it doesn't matter.
I can't
Doesn't
believe
matter.
that Captain Bull lets you associate with his mom with this type of in-game strategy. It's horrifying.
I haven't seen Captain Bull's mom for like at least 4 days. I've been snowed in, so it's fine. Okay? Now, Forgotten Sex says, I'm below vault when I upgrade ships. That's fine. Then you do one milestone of one event and you're back above caps again. So what's the point? What's the
This
point?
is the worst teaching of all time.
No, what is the point? You can't
No,
even
it's
claim it.
not.
You
He's-
can't even
he's
claim
right.
it. You can't even claim it. Like, listen, okay, let's say that I did do a ship component and I was below and I was at 0. Okay, I use tokens, I'm at 0. Then I'm going to click on one generator and I'm going to be back to my cap.
However,
Seriously.
if you were at 0, then all of your generators would have been able to produce Sigma trite, and you click on them
That's
all and
great.
get significantly more.
No, you don't get to click on them all. You get to click on one, and then if that puts you over your cap, the next one goes away. And guess what? I've got 2. Sometimes I might be able to click 2, but I definitely couldn't click 4, 6, or 8. Okay? Thank you, Mossy.
Well, that's because
They are a
that's because
waste.
you need to increase your. That's because you need to increase the other things. So your whatchamacallits.
It's
so you
already
can hold more.
It's already at 71, bro. Already at 71, and my protection is 50,000, bro. 50,000.
You're doing
That's
something
it.
wong.
Nope, sure not.
Wrong.
50,000. 50,000. That's
Wrong.
it. That's it.
Wrong.
That's it.
Before your research. So guys,
Thank you, Lexel. Generators
I
are
love you guys.
useless. Useless.
Yep.
Thank you,
Agreed.
Matters. Thank you, Matters. I am not wrong on this. I am not wrong on this, chat.
It's not.
guys,
Hi,
does
Torpy.
this matter? Hi.
Absolutely
I will have
not.
you know that every
Absolutely not.
every
That's messed
level of the generator that you build up increases your storage.
Okay. No, it doesn't. No,
Times-
it doesn't.
yes,
Oh
it
my
does.
God, no, it doesn't. That's the warehouse.
Click on a generator.
No, that's the
Click
warehouse.
click on a generator
No.
and look in the details.
No. That's how
If
much.
I don't open it, then
that's
later
how
I can
much
claim
the
ignorance, right?
generator can generate before it stops. That doesn't have
Production
anything to
and
do
storage
with your
Production
warehouse.
and storage.
Oh my God. No, the storage of the generator that allows you to hold X amount. So basically, it lets you go longer before you
DJ,
have to click it.
What is wrong with you?
Kaviji, tell me I'm not crazy
Guys.
here.
No,
That's
no,
not what the
you're
game
right,
says.
DJ. Production is the speed with which it grows, and storage is
Yeah.
how much you get when that generator has reached its cap.
Thank you, Matters.
It's not. It doesn't increase the limit that you like where you are able to
Thank
click
you.
on the generators.
Correct. Thank you, Berlin.
But it says right there, it
There's a
says
research for
Sigma
that.
tritanium storage. Of course, that's what they mean.
Yeah,
That's-
in
no,
the
it's not. It
generator.
means-
In the generator. That's how much the
DJ,
generator holds. Okay,
what is
look.
wrong with you?
Look, down here. Okay, oh, I just clicked mine. Okay, you see this little symbol right here? See this little symbol? Have you ever seen that symbol and it's full and it's blinking at you and it's blinking? You see that? Okay, that means that's how much it can hold before it stops generating anything more. That's what these generators do. That's the storage of the generator right there.
Ooh, Scout.
Okay, that's how much it can hold. 9,000, and then it stops generating. Swimbot said this is classic
My
whale
scout.
ignorance. Wait, on my part?
Yeah, it's,
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Not a scout.
Okay.
DJz wants the scout. He doesn't get the scout.
Now,
My
you're
scout.
right. It won't hold 50,000 for me. In my case, it's going to hold 255,000. Guys, that is less than one event. Less than one event. So if I'm running out of stuff, I'll go do an event or I'll claim my dailies. You realize you get more than that in your daily. Okay? That 255,000 is nothing. Nothing.
This can't be right, because something that's on the main screen that people see every single day, there's just no way.
You're
that
right.
it's this level of being underdeveloped.
You're
it's
right.
impossible.
You're right. You're right. The generators have always been such a key, crucial part of the game. I'm so glad that they're there and I get to look at them every single day doing absolutely nothing.
I mean,
other than costing
look,
resources and materials.
they are animated. They have little cars and trucks driving around in them. They're producing an incredible amount of green smog.
Cars and trucks? What are you talking about? Are we playing The Sims? Where do you see the cars and trucks? I don't see any cars and trucks.
They're right there. They're in the par steel generators. Look. You gotta zoom in, bro.
Thank you, Logo. Appreciate it very much. Thank you.
I definitely see cars and trucks driving around in my generators right now.
Phrase in this ritual is very important.
And a sticker party.
Now it's a serious.
All right, I do actually see a little
That
tiny
was a good
something.
segue.
All right. Yeah, do your stickers. Do your stickers so we can ignore the last 20 minutes of this terrible conversation. Free stickers.
What are you talking
Thank
about?
you.
Stickers are free for 60
You're all
seconds.
welcome.
Thank you. A triple dog dare you to be wrong, Griffin. Guffo says it was a great conversation. Glad.
I mean, I liked it.
Thought it was a good conversation. And no, Kellenborg, my Crenshaw is taking forever, not for resources, but for parts. Okay? Resources are not my bottleneck on the Crenshaw. It's parts.
Why are we still listening to this?
I don't
It's
know.
February the 2nd.
This is way longer than a minute, too. Was that Halloween? I feel like that was like a Halloween thing. Or was it Christmas?
it felt
That's
like
Christmas.
was
It's
definitely
literally the
Christmas.
Nutcracker.
Oh, got it. Okay. I didn't, it's whatever. Forgotten Sex says, I've been Sigma Trite locked so many times. Yeah, I get that. But the amount of Sigma that you actually pulled, from your generators, I promise you, is way less than you ever think. It's way less than you think it ever has been, because you can click on one generator and it'll give you 10, 20,000, and then you're done. That's it. Right?
That's it.
That's it. And for the record, I've got
Less-
plenty of Sigma Trite.
That's
I'm short on
messed up.
parts. I'm way short on parts. Okay? Parts.
less than 0.1% of the trite that you pull in a week or a month or a year.
By the way,
Less than that. Probably less than 0.01.
I will make one concession.
what's that?
One concession. Is that there are little trucks driving around the parts deal warehouse. Okay? Didn't know that.
I told
that
you
makes it
so.
worthwhile.
Did not know that. All right, but there are
Now
tiny little trucks.
I'm
because-
glad I could help.
Corkin, shut the hell up.
Risk breaker, I
Because,
know. Risk breaker, he was 100% wrong, but he's admitted it now. That's fine.
I'm wrong. I was wrong about the trucks driving, because obviously
Do we need
we
to
need.
level them up to get the
I
cool
don't
trucks?
open it, then later I can claim ignorance, right? Oh, maybe that's
Guys.
what
There you
we
go.
need. Thank you,
Guys.
Guffa. Maybe
You get bigger
maybe
trucks?
if we upgrade the trucks, then we could get more
can
steel
get
out
up
of
the
the
mountain?
generators. Also that.
I
Then
mean,
you
it
can get
stands
off
to
the mountain.
reason. Have you tried that?
He has
No.
to get off the mountain to get
Probably
a bigger
not.
truck, right?
Now, here, let me tell you something, folks.
That's like chicken and egg.
This
DJ,
was not at all
what
planned.
is wrong with you?
Nothing is wrong with me. This was not at all planned. But if this is how exciting
Nothing
the new
is
arc is
planned.
going to be, then I invite you to read between the lines here tonight. All right. This is what we have to talk
Joke's
about.
on you.
This is what we're talking about, chat. Okay, right here. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about that. All right. So all.
I mean, this is. Can we be done with it though? Because it's cutting into the 45-minute segment I have planned talking about the battle simulator.
The battle simulator.
Yeah, the battle simulator.
Tell me about the battle simulator. Go ahead.
We
You
got to go back to the battle simulator.
45. This thing out here. Listen, this is pretty exciting. Wait, where are all my stars? Why are these locked? Oh, hi, Mr. Spell.
Oh my gosh.
Gaslighting. GASLIGHTING. Gaslighting.
Who's gaslighting who, though? I don't think it's me. All right, in fairness. That being said.
Oh, I got the battle simulator going. Here we go.
Wait, no, seriously, you don't, do you? You do. Okay. Well, there's a lot to talk about. So we're gonna
Click.
We're gonna.
Oh, it's a critical hit. Critical hit.
We're gonna
He's
start-
destroyed. I got him in one shot.
Oh, that was so smelly.
Thank you.
All
That
right.
was well
Oh, wait a minute. That I'm still locked. I'm still locked. I got to try again. Hold on.
No, why is mine?
And click.
Why does mine say that they're locked,
lock.
but over here it says I've done 3 stars? Why are they locked?
No,
But
I
I've
got
got
it
3
perfect
stars.
that time. Look
Lovely.
at that. Perfect. Oh, I'm still locked.
Oh,
What
so
in
it's
the
a
world?
bug. Look, that was a critical.
Oh
Destroyed.
no, that was the perfect
I've-
score, right?
Listen, I've restarted my game 100. Oh, it is actually broken. You know what? This was a fun little
What
thing.
if there's
This is a
nobody
fun little
working at Digit now who even remembers that this is in the game?
They probably don't. They've cycled out and they're like, wait, battle simulator. What?
That's messed up.
I did
What's the
3.
battle?
I
That
did
is
3-star.
messed up.
I 3-starred all of them. Look, I just 3-starred the one and I can't even get to the next
I
one.
did. Can't even. You're stuck for life.
Oh God. Have you tried
Hey,
upgrading your ops
have
to
you
level
tried
2?
leveling?
Yeah. Have
Yeah.
you tried upgrading your ops to level 2? And indeed,
I'm
Paulo,
gonna have to make a video about this. This is not acceptable.
Indeed, Paulo, it was in fact a critical.
It was 3 out of. I watched it happen myself on screen.
All right, just throwing that out there. So you guys wanted leaks, you get the leaks. Now, I do want to address the leak that did happen through Stream Elements. It does say that there's a new building coming. All right, I listen. At this point, it would be naive for us to deny that was going to happen. We've actually been teasing at that for a couple of weeks. There's 8 new building pads in the base. Obviously, we're going to get a building. Here's my perspective on this, and I'm just going to share this with you. And I've said this for 2 weeks. When it comes to next month's content, I am also very serious when I say you cannot buy your way through this challenge this coming month. Okay? You're not going to. Chris has said, is it any good? Yes. Sure.
It's challenging.
The building. Listen, are there going to be benefits to the building that are completely unrelated to anything Rebirth related? Yes. How about we leave it there? Okay? How about that? How about we leave it right there? Are there going to be benefits to the building? Is there a reason for building and leveling the building? Yes, I personally believe that there is. Okay? Is it going to have anything at all to do with our dailies, with V'ger, with any of that other stuff? Where's this button? Hold on, I've got a button for this one. Here's the correct answer on that one. Okay? That's it. Is it going to increase your Sigma storage? Maybe. No, I'm kidding. It's not. Okay? it's not. Candid Onion Center, are you saying that there are no primes or research that may help? No. Well, yeah. No. And I stand by it. Are there going to be...
Yeah.
Are there going to be products... Are there going to be products that are...
Why are the ghosts laughing at us?
I don't know. Probably because of my terrible dance routine right now. Are there going to be products released this month? Of course there are. Of course there are. Are they going to have anything to do with V'ger? Maybe. Are they going to be effective against V'ger? There's the hard no. Okay?
Ooh.
Now, here's the deal. And I've shared this, and I've said it to you guys. I have said this ever since I made my serious pitch to Scopely about slowing things down. All right? And for that reason alone, Griffin, for that reason alone, I ain't going to complain. I can't. It would make me a hypocrite. All right? I'm not going to complain. Now, I do want to see what else they're able to do with the time this month. Okay? But yeah, we're getting very little this month, and that's fine. We're getting an expansion of this V'ger rebirth, and that's fine. Okay? Wally says, I'm confused. You're making the game sound more boring. No. It depends. Listen, we have always said, Sabers, we got to be careful here. Okay? We've always said, and Forgotten Sec has it right, if they're putting out very little, are they at least making noticeable improvements? I know that they're still working on this buff engine. Okay? Are there any actual bug fixes? I don't know. I haven't read the patch notes, guys. I haven't read the patch notes. I don't know what they're working on. I sincerely hope that they are doing more with regards to improvements and fixes. Didn't say the magic word. Okay? I hope that they are working on that because I am not upset by the fact that it's going to be a laid-back arc. Listen, in all fairness, a lot of you guys felt like January was somewhat laid back. Right? I mean, Tarpy, the survey results did indicate that people had more frustrations with Outpost than they did with Rebirth. Okay? So there was more people that were frustrated about Outpost than they were about the arc. All right? Which means, in general, at least 51% of you said that the arc was chill and you enjoyed that. Okay? So I am not going to complain about that if they continue the trend while continuing to provide some improvements, as long as those improvements continue to come. Riskbreaker says, I hate it. Well,
in that since Wrath of Khan, it seemed a little bit lighter. That's because so many people complained that they had to completely change their direction. And unfortunately, the baby got tossed with the bathwater on that one.
I mean, myself somewhat included. The game was in such a fragile state for the longest time that we said, it's time to slow down. It's literally time to slow down. You cannot keep up with consumer demand at the rate at which you are releasing content.
Churning, correct.
Okay,
It's coming out too fast.
It's coming out too fast, and then when it comes out broken, they're having to do the work twice over again. Then they don't have time to do other stuff. Look at Flashpoints, okay?
That's the real problem.
It was a problem. Now, Chris says the issue is when events are lighter, rewards are lighter. That depends, Chris. I think that I would tend to agree with you if that was the only case. If it was just literally fewer events, but that is actually not the case. We've seen the introduction of a number of new battle passes where those rewards are being replaced, and there are free tracks. I think what we're mistaking that for is that there are, in fact, fewer events because they're, in fact, offering synergy across all of the battle passes. Riskbreaker says, oh, please. Disagree, buddy. There's 5 battle passes now with free tracks that pay stuff. All right?
There are.
All of those have the same one thing you do to get the rewards. So, like, if people are bored, maybe it's because people also complain there was too much screen time. And then it's like, well, people complained when there wasn't synergy between events. So now we get 6 times the stuff for doing exactly one thing, and they're decreasing necessary screen time.
Now, on that note, Riskbreaker says not mats and resources, which are what people need. Funny. Okay. Now, AKA, I don't disagree because I need me some steel. Okay. I do need me some steel. But
wonder why
these are 2 unrelated events because, in fairness, they came out many months ago. If I'm not mistaken, this was in like June or July and said, hey, just FYI, we are in fact scaling back on the resources and materials that have been paid out, and we're focusing more on specialty and targeted materials, whether it be officer shards, whether it be specialty building parts, whether it be directives or this or that or whatever. They said they were doing that. And why? Why did they do that months before the launch of G7? Riskbreaker,
I don't know why.
You
DJ.
say people need mats and resources. Why? Why do you need mats and resources? And that's not a trick question, but why do you need it? You need it to progress.
To upgrade your generators.
You need it to progress. Okay? You need it to progress. Now, what is one significant major failing that Fleet Command has had over the last 3 generations that we've all identified here before, including you, Riskbreaker? What was the problem with G6? What was the problem with G5? Also, what was the problem with G4? It went too fast.
Oh, the
Crapping.
Yeah, it was lightning
Traffic?
speed, warp speed.
Went too fast. All right. You had players getting to max ops in a matter of months and then had nothing to do for over a year. All right. And then you had players leave the game, some of which come back on a generational launch and others that don't. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We've lost some of the game's biggest players, not due specifically to progression, obviously, but that is a significant problem. When people got to level 70 after 6 months, less, all right, then they had to sit around for 18 months. Lexel says spenders are just spenders if they max ops in months. But what has been the biggest complaint? What has been the biggest complaint of those players? There's nothing for me to do. I'm bored.
I've reached the end of the game.
And now have nothing to do. Now, here's the deal, okay? And by the way, I don't disagree with this. I'm sorry that you guys are short-sighted on this particular item because we've talked about this before and agreed for the most part, okay? If progression is meant to feel more rewarding, it had to slow down. It would do nobody any good if we got to level 80 in 6 months and sat around for 18 months. Nobody's going to enjoy that.
True.
It had to slow down. We looked at the rep requirements, and while they're super grindy, guess what? People are doing it. People are doing it. People now, 4 months in, are just now getting around to unlocking their G7 uncommon. I would say mission accomplished on slowing the pace. Okay? Andy says G7 is not slowed down. It's too slow. Well, by our standards, maybe. But let's pretend here for a second. If 10 ops levels, in theory, are supposed to last 24 months, how often should we be hitting an ops level? Now, obviously, we're going to go faster.
Every 2.4 months.
Every 2.5 months, you should get 1 ops level if you were going to do it mathematically stretched out. It's a 2-year cycle, guys. It's been a 2-year cycle ever since the game started. So why are we surprised about this? Okay?
Because we've been able to previously defeat it very quickly.
Ah, there you go. All right. Yeah, I understand it feels too slow. And for those who are paying for it, all right, and this is no shade to anybody, but I understand why you're aggravated. Because it's probably 10 times the price of what it was in G6. But G6 was too fast.
And not only that, but I still don't have a damn shopping cart on my web store, Scopely.
Oh, they had to slow you down. And by the way, we've been talking about this. This is not a new conversation. All right. They had to slow you down. The way that this conversation cycles into what's coming in February is exactly that. How many of you guys have answered a survey question in the past? Honor system. How many of you guys have answered a survey question in the past that said, you guys need to take a month off and focus on bug fixes?
Oh, sure, me. I've done that.
All right. Except Fleet Command's never done that. They literally have never done that. And they still aren't. But they are slowing down. They're not going to take a month off. They got to make money. Okay? They're not going to take a month off. They got to have something to sell. All right? But they're going to they've already shown us that they're slowing down. How many officers did we have this month? 2, 3, 4? How many did we have? I don't remember. 2.
1, I think. Well, yeah, 2 with the
Tarpy, could you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor real quick? Sorry to put you on the spot. Can you send me that ARC history spreadsheet? I want to pull it up. Was it 6 or 7?
Yeah.
I don't
The
remember.
Papa Smurf one?
Yes. Yeah, I don't have it bookmarked. I should, but it would be. Sadly, it would be much faster if Tarpy just spoon fed me my show material.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Hold on.
I wasn't planning on talking about this, but it's a fair point, and I want to share it. Okay. What's it? I'm looking in my recent stuff, but I don't see it.
Hold on. Oh my God. Copy link.
Thank you very much for this.
Mm-hmm.
Circle.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's in the circle.
All right. I'm going to pull this up, and let's just take a look at some of our history here, guys. And we can already see evidence of them slowing down. Okay? Here, take a look at this, guys. Tell me when they started slowing down. Does anybody see it? I can see it.
Oh, I know.
September.
When did they start slowing down?
Villains Part 1.
Technically, it was the tail end of Flashpoint. And it shouldn't be a surprise. Flashpoint was the experiment that exploded in their face. Absolutely catastrophic failure was Flashpoint. Perhaps, and by the way, I know that I'm sounding kind of crazy on this. And Lloyd says, scroll down. Okay. Look. You've got arcs with 4 officers.
Yeah.
Okay? You've got arcs with 4 officers. And it happened a lot more frequently than we think. We have not had more than 2 officers now in 6 months. Now, I understand that we're all about data. We're all about data here. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. We're all into math, analytics, data. Cruzito, Krutzagog. See, brain power, don't have it. Krutzagog, we're all about no feelings. We're all about data. Tell me what you see. What I see is when the game hit its lowest point, possibly in history, they decided to make a change. And we heard about that change. And we were also told it wasn't going to happen overnight. We've been probably somewhat impatient, myself included. Okay? Dahaga says lots of epics, no rares. I agree with that. By the way, do we remember how the rares were sourced? I'm just gonna ask this question too.
Oh.
How were rares sourced?
Yeah, free to play through the Battle Pass.
Where's my button for that? Rares were sourced free to play through the Battle Pass? Nope.
And events.
Oh, yeah. Here.
And
hang on.
events.
Yeah. No,
What?
nope, that is incorrect.
I
I mean,
remember.
Chapel was
What are
free
you talking
for
about?
a ship.
You, and the words of Kaviji, you had to buy that Okay?
Oh, wow.
They were not free. The only way to get them in their month of release was with a $49 pack. So let's, for a moment, take the rarity piece out of this. All right? Because honestly, for the longest time, epics have been easier to source than rares because rares were pay only. At least the epics you could kind of grind on. Okay? I mean, seriously, Riskbreaker's right. I'm pretty sure in the year 2025, were there 2 officers that were sourced in the Battle Pass? And by the way, neither one of them were free Battle Passes. They were the $20 Battle Pass. There were 0 rare officers sourced in the Battle Pass in the year 2025. As a matter of fact, that fad died out in like 2023. Okay.
Oh, that's when I stopped paying attention. Apparently.
Yeah, that fad is very old. They haven't sourced a free officer in ages. Now, all that aside, don't really care. Rarity doesn't matter to me, especially now, especially when I'm looking at this particular pattern. Okay? When I'm looking at this pattern and I see, okay, rarity, I mean, why haven't we seen uncommons? Why haven't we seen uncommons since April of 2022? It has nothing to do with the rarity. There has been plenty of officers that are technically uncommon. Dixon Hill is one that is technically uncommon. Heck, Pick Wharf should technically be uncommon, okay? Tuvok should technically be uncommon. These are officers that are so D tier that nobody ever uses them. Does anybody even remember what Tuvok's officer ability is?
Yeah, Voyager stuff.
Voyager cargo.
Voyager cargo. How many months did you guys use Tuvok?
0.
Never.
Well, in fairness, some people did use him for a month or two. Okay? Some people did use him for a very short period of time. Okay? Some people. Most people didn't. Lexel says I still use him for Formation Armada loot. Okay. Fair. That's not something that I have found myself very, very short on. Okay? And by the way, Chris, the below deck is cargo. Yeah, but only for Voyager. That's just it. It's cargo only for Voyager. It doesn't work on any other ship, which is crazy. Okay? By the way, he would deserve to be a rare if he worked on any ship, but he doesn't. It's just Voyager.
Yeah, no.
Okay? It's just Voyager. By our manner of using him, should not B'Elanna Torres, Harry Kim, and Neelix actually probably be epic? Okay? So rarity doesn't...
Yeah, they're the most used officers in the game.
Rarity doesn't matter. Rarity doesn't matter at all. Okay? We need to get off rarity. The fact is, they have slowed down the amount of content that they are churning out. And we have wanted that for a really long time. As a matter of fact, we, myself included, started demanding that right around August of 2025. Okay? Literally. I've had multiple meetings. I bet you I have now had, I can't remember the count, maybe 4 or 5 direct phone call meetings with Connor since August of 2025 about this very thing. Okay? Gobbler says rarity does matter. It determines shard counts. It's kind of, yes, but rare officers aren't really a thing anymore. Right? I mean, all of the officers have come out. They've all been sourced in pretty much the exact same way, which, by the way, we like better than we used to. All right? I know a lot of people like Coda. You guys are big Coda fans. All right? It offers guaranteed sourcing on officers that you don't have to compete in a leaderboard to get. Okay? Riskbreaker says rarity is just a dollar sign. Yeah, I totally. I agree with that to a point. Okay, I agree with that to a point. But if they were going to release rare officers again with this reduced shard count, guess what they would do? Sell it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sell it. Now, J-Boo, you're right on the money. Less content is okay, DJ, as long as it comes with less bugs and improved stability. If it doesn't, then it's just nothing. Totally agree with you. Totally agree. All right? And we all know that the last 6 months of 2025 was a dumpster fire. They had tremendous, tremendous problems. Horrible problems. Until December, when we had a relatively smooth launch. Then we had January with a relatively smooth launch. I say relatively compared to the dumpster fire of 2025. We didn't have any emergency maintenance after, in the last 3 months. Not that that is something that I'm holding a standard to, okay? I'm not. But I'm just saying that if I look at the last 6 months, if I look at Fleet Command at its lowest point, probably in history, I'm going to say August of 25. Now, we have all been very, very loud about where is Connor's proof? Where is Connor's actions? Right? I feel like it's slower than I want it to be, but I can see it. Okay? Sex says, better than a dumpster fire, the new Scopely standard. They have a long, long way to go. They have a long way to go.
Better than yet another dumpster fire.
I mean, they have a long way to go. I'm not disagreeing. Okay? And I just said, I wish it would go faster. I think they need to dedicate more people to fixing stuff. Okay? But we are seeing actual results here in slower content release and more stability. Okay? And I'm not saying by no stretch, don't anybody misinterpret this, and nobody take this out of context. Are they done? Is the game right? Hell no. There's still problems. And by the way, I remember the problem with the buggy outposts. I do. And I screamed about it. I screamed about buggy, oh God, what are the things? Surges. Okay? And what have we seen happen with those? We've actually seen, comparatively, a relatively quick turnaround on trying to get something fixed. Forgotten Sex says, have we seen nothing? No, I don't think so. We saw the surge vent pulled for 2 weeks, and we saw it repaired. I ran surges a great deal yesterday. My Dauntless only got stuck once. All right. Swimbot says surges still suck. I mean, I ran like 9 or 10 of them last night, and mine were okay. My Dauntless broke one time. Okay? My Dauntless broke one time. It did still break, but it was better, and the hostiles spawned appropriately. It's improved. Okay? They were lagging.
And they did do it in less time than before. I mean, compared to like the Mantis, those hostiles really never got fixed.
No, they didn't. And for the record, I'm not here trying to sell you guys ice. Okay? I promise. I'm not. What I'm saying is I'm trying to provide a little bit of context for why there was no preview and why I'm going to stand by my statement of saying, listen, there's nothing to get overly fussy about, nor anything to be excited about in February. It's business as usual. And I've tried to say that for the last 2 weeks. All right. Now, I was talking about ice to Eskimos, Polar Bear. Don't politicize it. Okay. I was talking about ice to Eskimos. All right. I'm not trying to. Okay. Let me rephrase. I'm not trying to sell you kids free puppies. All right. I'm not trying to give free candy. I'm not. I'm simply pointing out that what we have demanded from them in the accountability department is slowly taking shape. And why I am not either excited for next month nor aggravated by it. It is business as usual. I have said that a new challenge is coming. That is happening. I've also said one thing that people do tend to dislike. They're not selling the solution, at least not right away. All right? That I'm sure will inevitably come at some point. All right? But right now, we just have a challenge on our hands. And that challenge is going to last a month longer than usual. Right? Usually what we see is introduce a problem, sell the solution the next arc. Except we got the Excelsior in Arc 1. What does that leave for Arc 2? Okay? They are not selling a solution this month. Does the Excelsior take out your V'ger silence? Does it? Nope. Sure doesn't. Killer Angel says the building. Here to tell you, the building is going to have more utility to you outside the loop than it does in. I can promise. Unless they have drastically changed something, I'm here to tell you that the building will have absolutely no bearing on your V'ger hostiles. The building does have value. It is outside of the V'ger loop, which, by the way, I'm fine with. I'm fine with. If that building has value to me as a player or to you as a community, and I don't mean everybody because everybody's going to find differences in opinion. All right. But if the building has value to you outside of this loop, isn't that also something else that we've asked? We've asked for stuff that is not contained to a loop we don't care about. Okay. So that's why I say I am not neither excited nor angry. It's going to be a run-of-the-mill month. They're going to release a tool that some people are going to find valuable. Is it related to V'ger Rebirth? No, it's not. And I am actually okay with that. Because if they're releasing a tool into the game that does, in fact, improve our gameplay all across the board, then that is not necessarily a bad thing. That is going to provide people the opportunity to choose to invest if they wish, and free-to-play grind slower if they wish, and whatever. And it has nothing to do with Rebirth. Thank you, Musings of a Raven. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in.
Musings of a Raven. I like it.
Okay. So I guess that's what I'm trying to set you guys up for. I'm trying to frame it in such a way that there's not pitchforks, that this is maybe not the exact way that we would imagine it. But I do, in my conversations, I do actually see a little bit of evidence that Connor's listening a little bit to us. And for that, I am going to choose not to be so angry about it. Because ultimately, here's what I see. I see a building that is going to have utility to everybody. How fast it has utility depends on what you invest into it. Fine. What I see is not introducing a problem and immediately selling a solution that completely nullifies the challenge. What if they had sold a ship this month that completely debuffed these hostels so that you could just simply go up and do your dailies, absolutely no problem. You just had to spend, I don't know, say the nice square round figure of $1,500 on the ship.
Blech.
How many times have we seen that come and go and we've not been happy with it? That's pretty boring. Okay? That's pretty lame, actually. We don't like that. We've been begging for them for interesting. I know I've said this a million times. Sell me something that I value, something that I want, something that improves the state of my account instead of holding a gun to my head for participation, and I'm going to feel better about it. Right? I've said that for a really long time. Make me feel good about the money I'm spending, and I'll spend it happily. Make it not a one-trick pony, and I'll happily investigate. All right? And I feel like some of the stuff that we have seen here over the last few months is starting to kind of turn out that way. All right? Cruzito says, by selling the feature we get to play with for a while before the next feature comes out, I find it kind of nice. It slows down the FOMO, gives us an opportunity to play. Listen, am I promising you that there will never be a tool that comes out for feature hostels? No, I'm not promising you that. I'm just telling you it's not coming this month. Okay? This month, you've got more challenging hostels to figure out. And I don't mind leaking at this particular point that you've got a new set of officer combinations that you're going to have to sort. We're only a few hours from maintenance. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not just a new hostel, but it's tweaking with your officer list. The what the shiz call it, the no-no list, or I think what Mimi wants to call it is the debuff list. Okay? And by the way, this is not an idea that hasn't come out of this community in the past. Okay, I remember Bubba Joe coming on this show and talking about how games like Marvel Snap would completely disable an officer card or one of their hero cards for a month. Like, I remember when I played Marvel Snap, and at this particular moment in time, what was the killer of worlds, the Fantastic Four enemy, the new Fantastic Four movie? Who was that? The consumer of worlds? What was that guy?
Oh, right.
Galactus.
I know who you mean. I forgot the name.
Galactus. All right. When I played Marvel Snap, Galactus was stupidly OP. Stupidly OP. If you had the Galactus card, and by the way, it wasn't 100% guaranteed. If he procced, okay, you won. Period. That was it. If you were playing Marvel Snap, which is a card trading game for Marvel, if you had it at that particular time, when I played and you got Galactus, that was it. Match over. The very next month, what did they do? They came out and said, sorry, guys. Okay, here's what we've discovered. Galactus is stupid, right? So we're going to turn him off this month while we rebalance. What? If Scopely did that, we would shit ourselves. Now, in fairness, Marvel Snap doesn't
Free Gala.
Marvel Snap didn't sell officer cards, or if they did, it was like $5. Okay? And they didn't turn him off. They rebalanced him. Now, in this game, where officers literally can cost $1,000. It's a different conversation. Okay? The officers are intense monetization. You can't sell an officer in this game and turn it off next month. All right? Tal says hello. The players would riot. Okay? I mean, look at what happened with Gala.
You are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal morality statute.
Thank you, Candy White. This has turned into a little bit of a podcast. We should probably post it this way. No, you're absolutely right. Okay? Carissa says they can. They're afraid to. No, they can't, Carissa, and I'll tell you why. It's the magic voodoo word called refund.
Ooh, what's that? I've never heard that word in my life before.
Scary word. And by the way, let me just ask chat, do you believe that Fleet Command has in fact been burned by that dirty, scary voodoo word, refund? Do you think that they've changed something and players have come back and demanded a refund? And by the way, do you think that the app stores like Xsolla and Google and Apple, do they side with the client? No. They side with the consumer, always. Always. Carissa says, that's what I mean. They're afraid of their players. Well, players have made them afraid of them. All right? Because we wouldn't accept a rebalance. We wouldn't. We would not accept a rebalance on an officer card.
No, we have revolted many times in the past, and we all know it.
Okay? They wouldn't accept that. Killer says they turned off Transigen Invasion and nerfed officers. Yeah. And do you think that happened at that time? Because I can promise you it did. And then they rebalanced the officers and re-released them in such a way that they would still be similarly used. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. I'm here to tell you guys, you may not realize it, but Flashpoint wasn't just a low arc for the players. Okay? Wasn't just a low arc for the players. I'm here to tell you, it was a financial disaster for them as well. Financial disaster, because players did, in fact, do just that. And by the way, I'm not faulting anybody. I'm just giving you backstory, okay? So, yeah, Scopely is afraid of rebalance because we'll take our money back, and we have, and the stores support us doing that. Fleet Command has never been successful on a rebalance, and I'm not sure why, because a lot of other games do it. A lot of games do it. All right? I'm not entirely sure why, but look right here. Look right here, right now with Outposts. We're outraged about Outposts. All right? I wonder how many people have tried to challenge these Outpost officers or the primes that they spent on. All right? And by the way, and I'm not giving you any ideas, or I'm just saying. All right? And Chris says, you know why, DJs? I'll tell you why. And I already brought up this point. You're absolutely right. Because other games cost 99 cents or $2 or $5, not $1,000 for an officer. You're 1,000% right. We wouldn't care. We wouldn't care if they rebalanced an officer if it cost us $5. Okay? We wouldn't. Or if you did, then it's not as financially devastating. Not like Flashpoint Part 2 was. Flashpoint Part 2 was devastating. And is it a surprise that suddenly, and it wasn't so suddenly, is it a surprise that we finally see leadership starting to kind of roll back the curtain on what their past has been and try, albeit not 100% successfully, try to start delivering on what players have asked for, which is a little bit slower content, a little bit of diversification in spend, okay, a little bit slower of content, and try to start working on the experience. The buff release is not coming tomorrow, and I'm okay with it. You want to know why? It's not done yet. Okay? It's not done yet. We saw it. We identified, and by the way, I did see it. We identified immediate problems. Immediate problems. And instead of pushing a broken product, they said, okay, we need a little bit more time. We're going to have to investigate how some of these officers are broken so that when we fix it, they remain broken in the fixed state of which players expect. Does that sound weird? But that's what they're doing. Okay? Now,
that's avoiding a crisis is what that's called.
Sure it is. All right. Now, KJ, completely fair point. He says, I think you're giving them a bit too much credit. There have been some minor improvements, but not to the tune you're giving them. Oh, totally agree. Totally agree that it's not enough and it's not fast enough. But look, KJ, we're seeing it. The evidence is right in front of us right here. Is it enough? No. It's not. Okay? It's not. But we do see evidence of the ship starting to turn ever so slightly. Just a super teeny tiny little bit. All right?
The hand is on the wheel.
The hand's on the wheel. Anyway, KJ, we haven't done that full 180 yet, okay? We're not returning to sender yet, okay? But we are seeing the evidence. We're seeing the evidence of a slightly different plan. And for the record, all of this is a conversation, KJ, about what you're going to see in 8 hours or 12 hours, okay? Which is simply not very much, right? That's what I'm trying to tell you is, listen, ARC launches are changing. We're not going to see a bunch tomorrow. And Arc launches of the past have always resulted in us seeing a whole new set of gameplay, a whole new feature. And to be perfectly honest with you, this month, we don't see any of that. There's no new gameplay. There's no new feature. There's no new ship. Okay? We're seeing a building that is completely detached from this feature. All right? Just a building that was done, ready to launch, hopefully something that they can make a little money off of. All right? That is completely unrelated to V'ger. It's just ready.
It's almost like you're saying that there's no new loop next month.
There's no new loop next month. You will see an expansion of the V'ger hostels, which I have claimed are going to be extremely difficult. Okay? They are going to be difficult. They're going to be harder than they were this month. And the lab is going to have to get busy. Everywhere It Matters is going to have to get busy. Jules and Blue and Cruzito and Quasel, you guys have a beautiful puzzle in front of you. You guys have a great
critically
puzzle.
important that they get on that right away.
That's right. All right. Otherwise, it could be extremely damaging. Kill You says solved in 5 minutes. Maybe. Probably not. And by the way, even if it's solved for some of you, it won't be for everybody. It'll be kind of exactly like we saw this month. There is going to be a mileage may vary factor here. There is going to be things that work for some people and don't work for others, and it's going to be our job to help those players through. Okay? It is going to be, listen, if XYZ crew works for one of us, ABC crew is going to work better for somebody else. And then the JKL crew is going to work better for somebody else.
Well.
All right? And so that is the challenge to the community this month. Is it going to be easy for you as an individual? Maybe. Is it going to be easy for your team? Not at all. No, because your team has a wide diversity of play styles. It has a wide array of spenders versus free-to-play. It has a wide array of ops and a wide array of research investment and a wide array of time in game and a wide array of officer development and a wide array of artifact development and a wide array of chaos tech and forbidden tech and prototype tech development. As a matter of fact, this game has gotten so mathematically complicated that no two accounts are the same. So there is no meta anymore. And by the way, Bubba Joe dreamed of this. 2-3 years ago, Bubba Joe dreamed of this. He literally said to Scopely, turn officers off. That's what he said 3 years ago, is turn officers off for a month and let's see what happens. Well, I got news for you guys. Starting this past month, they turned officers off, didn't they? Or, not necessarily in a manner of speaking, but if you use them, there were going to be differences in behavior. And consequences for some. I'll tell you, Pelia didn't end up being a consequence for some players. Pelia ended up being the saving grace. Why is that? Because as a community, we solved the puzzle. As a community, we looked at what these things were doing, and we said, okay, if XYZ doesn't work for you, then try ABC. And by the way, ABC might have involved an officer on the quote-unquote no-no list. Krutzagog says, good, about dang time they blew up the metas. Well,
why are you calling Cruzito Krutzagog?
I'm practicing.
For what?
Tarpey and Lost In have a terrible, torturous idea for me, and I'm practicing.
Well, there were two, really. One was Destros's idea, and the other one was, mostly Lost In. But the Krutzagog is actually from Destros, and by Destros,
we mean
Destro.
Distro 23. Okay, Destro's 23. That's what I'm after. No, I'm
You mean
practicing.
32?
No, Destro's
What?
23. I'm practicing because
It's the whole thing.
yeah, here's the deal. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now. The reason that there's no mini goals up today is because they were desperate to start this one, and I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for it. I know it's Destro. Okay, all right.
Destro.
Sivirtab 87. One of the goals is going to be for me to literally read everybody's name incorrectly one day, which is going to require so much computing power I can't even begin to tell you. Okay,
But you do that every day.
Well,
no.
well,
they want it. They want it
yeah,
worse.
that's true. So, right, because what we want is you can't use like somebody's name for however long. Like you just can't say my
Man, I
name
thought we were already on the
for,
bottom
like,
floor of
10
that.
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to require more computing power than the Fleet Command servers. Okay, I might pass out during that. Yeah, it's a real possibility. Okay, it's a real possibility. KJ wants me to call him Griffin. What are you smacking me for?
Everybody wants to call themselves Griffin.
Carissa says that it sounds cray. Yeah, but for some reason, this is something that they want. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Sugar Red says, "Hey, I need to say something here because this feels totally foreign to me. Am I supposed to be disagreeing with DJs right now? Because I feel like I've been talking about saying this for a long time." Well, Sugar Red, maybe we are now starting to see some of the pattern shift over in the halls of Fleet Command. I don't know. We're going to have to see it play out, but I'm here to tell you, this list is getting a little bit of a shakeup in about 12 hours. And it's going to be tricky.
That's ooh.
I'll tell you this.
That's one way to say it.
Leaks.
I'll say you this. One of the officers that's on here, I focused on for a very long time when I went to 71 because it was crucial for me. And now, just as soon as I got it maxed and it's finally paying.
Berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
And just as soon as I finally get it developed to the point where I can actually use it, it is absolutely ripped from my clutches. Oh. And Fleet Command says, "Aww." And Fleet Command says, "You asked for it." Okay? And you know what? We did, didn't we? We did.
We did.
This is a good development. And for those who think that it may not be, what it is going to showcase is the same thing that Shiz has been talking about. MJ talked about it on our last show the other night. Kretzagog has been talking about this. All that is going to happen this month is we are going to have to get creative with the state of our account.
Caledon speculates maybe Susk is going on maternity leave.
Could be. Could be. I'm not gonna throw out. Wolfwood says, "Be careful what you ask for and complain about. You might just get it." Listen, this is not a bad thing, Wolfwood. Now, some people are going to think it's bad because it's not cookie cutter. Some people are going to feel like it's bad because what worked last month won't work this month. Some people are going to think it's bad because they don't want to think. They just want to do. They just want to be told what to do, or they just want to go out and be able to knock it out. Okay? And I get that. I totally do. And
well,
that's
we can tell you what to do. We'll tell you what to do tomorrow.
That's what the community is here for. That's what this community is here for. That's what the Talking Trek Lab is for. Okay? That's why players like Jules Verne and Magoo and Quasel and Blue Mandalorian, that's why these players love this game, because that's what they do. They innovate. They're the ones who come up with things that we would never normally think about. It's why I can't teach on this game anymore, because there are people far smarter than me who know this
Matters
game.
Run circles on us every single week with Cruz.
I can't teach on this game anymore. I've tried. Tarpy, you and I have had this conversation. I've had the conversation with Matters. I feel like I have been forced to turn my show slightly more entertainment-wise than actually educational, because I can't do it anymore.
Oh, that explains what I'm doing here.
Okay.
Me too. Yeah.
I can't teach anymore. That's why we've got the lab, and that's why Tarpy is just a godsend to this show. Because without this entire team, and you're right, Riskbreaker, that's why we have a team. Because without the team, this product would have died. Because I am incapable of doing it anymore. I'm relying on Jules. I'm relying on Matters. I'm relying on Karkin. I'm relying on Shiz. I'm relying on MJ. Okay? I'm relying on Tarpy. I'm relying on all of them to figure this out because I can't do it anymore. It's beyond me. I love the puzzle. And I love the puzzle because you guys love the puzzle. Not everybody does. Some people will watch a video with answers to trivia. Simple, easy trivia. Just because they don't want to read. They would take more
I never learned how to read.
They would take more time to watch for the answers in a video than just read the question and either know it because you're a Star Trek fan, or try one or two of the answers. Okay.
Well, don't be silly.
Wait, can I like put a bookmark in here for a second,
please,
and have us circle back in a few minutes?
Absolutely.
While MJ is still in the chat, can we get him to pick a wedge from yesterday?
Oh, God bless him. I was hoping you wanted. All right.
Of course I
pick a wedge.
that.
What is he picking a wedge for?
Well,
to add to the wheel?
Yeah, no, not to add. Here's the deal. Yesterday, MJ was on the show, and during the show, we hit the 5,000 bits. Now, I did all the math and all the stuff.
Oh, we did hit the bits.
Yeah, we hit the bits. We're at 3,800 bits again, so even 1,200 more bits will get you to do more odds. But it was offered to MJ as our guest of honor yesterday that if we hit the 5,000 bits, then he got to choose any one of these options for an automatic odd improvement. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can look at the polar bear plunge. You can look at the donkey ride in the Grand Canyon, Legos to the hospital, Star Wars convention in a Star Trek cosplay, Hellfire Burger, bungee jumping with Tarpy, caddy for Griffin, DJs gets asphalted in paintball, clean Tarpy's house, an overnight in a haunted house, get tased by a state police academy, go to Las Vegas in a furry costume, do the edge walk in Toronto, cook for a viewer, do the Memphis barbecue pub crawl, drink around the world at Epcot, do a Niagara Falls meetup, eat a rattlesnake in Arizona, go speed dating with chat in my ear. That's a new one, Griffin. You haven't heard that one yet.
Oh, God.
Inseminate a cow.
Do what to a cow? What?
Halo, thank you for dropping 1,000 bits.
What?
Hi, Rusty.
So this was the last wedge. See, we told him we were going to cap it out at 20, and for some reason this made it as the 20th wedge to go to like a farm and be taught how
milk a cow.
No, not milk a cow.
Oh, the opposite thing.
I have to go through the process of learning how farmers breed their cattle by inseminating.
You're speed dating the cow.
A cow. No.
How is that not like weird animal porn that we're going to get blocked for life?
No. I told everybody it's going to be. Yeah, no, it's going to be completely guided. We're actually going to go to an actual real farm. Like nothing here is going to be made up or weird. We're going to go and we're going to actually go through a real guided experience. We're going to teach you about farm life. It's educational. Yeah, Natural Beef says I am absolutely
sick that day.
That is amazing. There's somebody in our chat right now named Natural Beef, and he's like, whoa. Okay, hold on. I'm going to be sick that day too.
Prepare for insemination, Natural Beef.
MJ thankfully went back up and said caddy for Griffin will be the one that we improve the odds on. Thank you, MJ. Appreciate that very much.
Oh, perfect.
All right, so increased
I like
odds.
that. I could use the caddy.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, MJ.
You have to use any. You have to use any shaft that he hands you.
Yeah, you have to listen to me.
That entire game.
You have to listen to me, okay?
I can fire him, though, right? For being wrong?
No, certainly, you're right. You did. Certainly says we did that back in school. It's legit and a big business. That's right. I mean, you've got to breed cattle in order for you guys to get your cheeseburgers tomorrow, Griffin. There's got to be some cows that give it to you, okay? How do you get more cows? By making baby cows. Okay? How do you get cows? You got to make more baby cows. Okay? Just
It
throwing
is.
that out there.
But
So fun.
that does not mean that I need to learn about it or know about it or understand it.
Well, the chat obviously has an insatiable desire to learn more about it. That's why they put it on the go wheel. All right, so
you guys need to watch Dirty Jobs for one thing.
yeah, I was
But,
thinking A Simple Life with Paris Hilton. That's exactly what I'm thinking right here. I'm pretty sure she had to do that same thing. So, yeah, this is absolute bloody torture. But yeah. So, anywho, all right. So MJ has added an item. I will point out that you're only 200 bits away from being able to increase the odds on yet another wheel item if you want. And I'm going to point out that we are 155 subs away from spinning this wheel tonight.
Oh, God.
100.
I was kind of hoping that was never going to happen.
MJ,
thank you, everyone.
bam! Okay.
And Enterprise. Oh, no, and Tony Pie.
Thank
There
you
we go.
guys. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. MJ, Tony Pie, thank you. Rusty Halo, thank you. Tony
Oh,
Pie
we got a
again.
hype train. Hype train.
There's a hype train coming. Okay, so we're gonna take a timeout from STFC content. We've got some shenanigans to do. Thank you to the 300 of you in the live studio audience. What's up?
I would rather inseminate a cow than spend a night at a haunted house. I'll tell you that right now.
Would you really? Look at that, chat.
Yes.
He wants to do it. Look at that, chat. We're in.
No,
okay?
no. I would rather do it
Look at
than
that.
spend a night at a haunted house.
Well, now you know what you need to throw your odds on here tonight, guys. Hype Train has just started. Zach, thank you. I'm sorry, SSG Zach. Thank you for your 100 kitty bitties. Tony Peace, thank you for your bits. Appreciate that. And thank you for your bits. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
You know, Polar Bear, I've got a story about the Queen Mary. If you DM me, I will tell you about it. But it'll freak your. I've had a very bad experience on the Queen Mary before, and that's why I don't want to spend the night in the haunted house, because I know that crap is real.
Okay.
Real.
Well, I will. I'll tell you, Tarpy, right here and now, we're going to let the chat choose the 5 items that are going to be added to the that are going to be up for poll for the Go Wheel ads. All right, so Go Wheel odds ad. You guys right now throw it up into chat. The 5 items that you guys can vote on are already on the wheel. So chat, you guys pick it out.
This is a humping turtle orgy, the likes of which I have never seen before.
Thank
Can
you.
you show the list?
Thank you, Tony Peace. Yes,
Show the list.
I can't show the
Not
short
the-
list. If I do that, I lose all the odds. Okay, so I can't show the short list.
Because you have you had a list where you typed new ones in, right?
I get that, and if I do that, that's turning off advanced. We lose all the odds, so I can't click that anymore. If I do that, I lose all the odds. Yeah. So we just have to kind of rely on what's here. Or we could make a list for you guys to have. Yeah, MJ, the poll is not up yet because we got a hype train going. So we're gonna celebrate the hype train. Let's turn on a little music. You guys want to celebrate with a little bit of music? And I could say this right now could be the perfect time as we are only 155 subs away from spinning this daggone wheel tonight, which would be right on pace. To be perfectly honest,
I'm going to make a little music in the toilet. I'll be right back.
Okay, well, we'll see you in just a moment, buddy.
That's terrifying.
All right. So, yeah, listen, it can happen.
Cow. Yeah, RSDJ really wants to see you get to second base with a cow.
Okay, well, we'll hold this for a second. We got to wait.
Second base?
Yeah, it says get to second base. You know what? That's weird.
But like, just thinking through it, that's
Zach,
just awkward.
Thank you for dropping a 5 bomb. Thank you very much. We're not going to do the poll just yet, Tarpy. Let's get through the hype train. That way people can see the poll. And I'm going to tell you, guys, we are now only 151 subs away. Wait, we were 155. We just got 5 gifted. That's weird. Did you notice that?
It's been weird.
It's been a little bit wonky.
With numbers. Yeah.
So it's showing 150. We'll go 150, okay? Guys, we're 150 away.
Oh my goodness. Logo. Oh, no, we're not.
Yo! Logo with the 50 bomb. The 50 bomb, which, guys, means, and now it just caught up, Tarpy. Look, we're at 2,400 even. Guys, we are 100 subs away from spinning that wheel tonight. Tonight, which, by the way, we've got our February plans. We got our February plans laid out, which means this will happen in March. This will happen in March. My March is wide open. We're ready to go. Okay?
Your March is wide open. Okay. Some of these involve me, so.
Well, listen, it doesn't take a whole lot to
figure it
jump out of an airplane, okay? And you're right, KJ, straight to level 6, which, by the way,
Wait.
Still.
Since when was it skydiving?
I mean, it could be. Probably is. I don't know. But you're right. Straight to level 6. If we hit level 10, then we do the same thing we always do, KJ, and we give away a $100 pack and a $100 pack for every level after level 10 as well. All right, so that could happen. We could go to 11. We could go to 12. Let's give away $300 tonight. That could happen. And if we do all of those things, then we are naturally going to hit to the 2,500 subs, and we can, in fact, spin the go wheel here tonight. All right. Logo says it will always be castic glove ready. I mean, you'll have to be there, right? You're the executive producer. You'll have to be there.
Oh, you know what?
What?
I will find you a cow for this. There are many cows.
I don't know. There just need to be one. Anyway, guys.
If you're having me be there, I'm planning this so I don't have to go anywhere.
Thank you. Is the cow named March? Could be. I don't know. What's up, Iowa? LASIK, thank you for dropping a 5-bomb. Thank you, Legend. 95 away.
Thank you.
Oh, boy. I am strangely nervous.
So conflicted.
I am strangely nervous about this.
Conflicted.
We could hit it. Royal Power, thank you for the pity bitty. Appreciate it very much. Guys, level 6 hype train. 2.5 minutes left. Let's roll.
Hi. Can you find any cow at a bar? Ooh.
What? Rico? Ew. It will be a guided farm experience, okay? It'll be a guided farm experience. Would you guys excuse me for a moment? I need to read a DM from Beck. I'm probably in trouble. Corellius, thank you for dropping a 5-bomb. Let's go.
Thank you. DJs, you just go do things. I'll be here. Definitely not causing trouble.
I'll be right back.
DJ, what is wrong with you?
Why did that not turn off? There we go.
Oh,
1 second.
There's Griffin's empty chair.
Yeah. He's pooping.
Yeah, you totally.
He's pooping.
I kill you.
I kill you. Thanks for dropping a gift and stuff. Appreciate you. All right, I'm disappearing for a second. This is a long DM. I'm in so much trouble.
Just go over there. You're fine. It's okay. We're gonna, guys. Should I? Okay, dude. I would not normally allow this. So, there you go. You get this one time.
If I don't open it, then later I can claim ignorance, right?
I should cause havoc. I can only cause so much havoc. Like, I could ban absolutely everybody from the channel. But yeah, the leaks, I could absolutely leak nothing. But I mean, is it really shocking we're getting a second half to what was already advertised as a first half? And J-Babes, thank you for those extra
DJ,
5 subs.
What is wrong with you?
90, right? That's the number we're at? Oh no.
30 seconds
90.
left on the level 6 hype
90.
train. 30 seconds left on the level 6 hype train. We are only 10 subs away from restarting the timer. 10 subs away from restarting that timer and pushing towards 10. And guys, I do have an authorized.
And now we have a farty bear.
I have an authorized leak for you as well. Ooh, so coming
Is it
up.
a leak at that point? DJs?
Yeah, I don't know. Coming up right after the hype train and the poll, I've got authorized information that I can share. Okay.
7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. No packs tonight, sir.
No packs tonight.
But now we can do that poll.
All right, guys, thank you for the hype train. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Oh, no, damn it.
Oh.
Logo just dropping another 10 bomb just seconds late. I appreciate that. Thank you much. You know what?
I wish those had like a 10-second like
buffer time.
If somebody was like, yeah.
Boo, AWS lag.
Thank you, Logo.
See? It's not just Fleet Command.
Yeah.
All right. Well, nonetheless,
Logo.
Logo, thank you for the 10 gifted, bringing us ever closer. Now only 74 subs away because we had a gifted sub from I Kill You. 74 subs away from spinning that wheel. And we're going to put up the Go Wheel odd here in just a moment. All right, I'm done reading my leak. All right, hype train is over. Let's go ahead and put up this Go Wheel poll. All right. Increase odds on what wedge? Tarpy, what are the options? Chat, throw them out. What do you guys want to increase the odds on?
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Halo dropping a 10 bomb. Let's
Rusty.
go. Halo.
Caddy, cow.
Rusty Hole, thank you for your 10 gift subs. See, I'm getting in practice.
Oh no. Okay, so the cow is a big one.
All right.
The haunted house with Griffin.
Okay, haunted house.
And skydiving with most of the panel at that point.
It's actually a bungee jump, guys. It's not skydiving. It's a bungee jump. That's what's on the wheel. Bungee jumping.
Logo.
Rusty Hole says Fireburger. Fireburger and Edge Walk. All right, there's our 5. All right, and for funsies, guys, we're going to put Toy Mice on it. So there you go. You guys can influence the Go Wheel ad with your Toy Mice. There you guys go. 5-minute poll is now up. You guys get in and vote. Let's see what's going to happen. Already the cow off to an early lead. Hey, look who's in the chat. Beck Likes Plants is here. What's up, legend? How you doing, darling?
Hi, lady.
Hi, lady. All right. Coming up right after this poll, I'm going to give you my authorized leak. And honestly, it's actually not a great deal of what I haven't told you, but I get a few more details, which is nice. We want details, right? We'll give details. So right after the poll, we'll get to do that. Right now,
DJ,
the cow in a clear lead.
What is wrong with you?
I am going to point out, like we have done, what is precedent on this show is that if we do get another 4,700 bits, then we'll automatically take the top 2. All right, so if we extend another Go Wheel ad tonight while the poll is going on, then I'll take the top 2 and increase the odds as well. So there you go. Thank you, Zach. Great Fat Albert impression. What's up, JPC? Good evening to you. Good evening to Griffin and Tarpy as well. Thank you. Good evening to you. Appreciate that. Tabby Moses says, I think Beck just volunteered for the haunted house experience. Listen, Beck is already involved in at least one of these over here. We were actually having a discussion.
Wait, what?
It's slightly frightening to me. It's slightly frightening to me how many Fleet Command staffers actually want to be involved in the paintball thing.
Oh, I'm sure they all want to nail you.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that this idea has actually been discussed around the offices at Culver City. And several staffers are like, oh, yeah, we're in on that.
Oh, man. That's too real. Who did that?
I don't blame them.
Several staffers have been like, oh, we're in on that. Okay? Like,
hey, Griffin.
We'll do that one.
Griffin, we're going to crash that party, right? We're with like the equivalent of a
at the paintball. Yeah, who do you think's gonna produce and direct it? I'll be there for that for sure.
Yeah, Polish Prince says I'm proud of my idea. Well, let me tell you, the STFC staffers are pretty excited about it as well. So that could happen. All right,
we'll be there.
It could happen, guys. We're only 65 subs away from spinning this wheel. 65.
Oh, for real? They got that far in?
Yes. Damn. We're 65 subs away from spinning the wheel tonight.
I can't believe the cow is winning. Come on. How have only 10 people voted for a bungee jump?
Only 10 people voting for the bungee jump. The Edge Walk coming in 3rd place. The Haunted House with Griffin coming in 2nd place. Tabby Moses said what I find.
Boo to you.
Tabby Moses says what I find to be more impressive is that the 81st best Star Trek Fleet Command streamer is being talked about by staffers. Yeah, no, I agree. It's kind of a surprise to me as well, but they're for some reason excited about it. All right, I don't know. Yo, Logo!
Oh
Logo dropping a 15 bomb!
15,
guys!
Oh no!
50 subs. Oh wait. What is wrong with the count tonight? We just said 55.
It's
and he
been
just
doing that for a couple days. It's been doing that a couple
Let me
days.
see if I can refresh. Stand by. I'll see if I can refresh it.
No, Clark, I would not. I would not rather have the haunted house. In fact, that's the last thing that I would want to have is a haunted house.
By the way, DJz, did you change your name?
No.
That was a redeem earlier.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that while the poll is underway. Ultimate Leaks. That's what we do every Arkfall Eve. Ultimate Leaks. Fantastic.
Wax
Thank you very
machine
much.
is a fun
in
one.
10 seconds. Sticking your arm inside a cow scars you for life.
No, I'm not
that
putting
reminds
any
me of
arms
that-
in any cows at any time.
That's actually really, really funny,
You don't
Carissa.
have to. You can.
That's actually really funny. All right, guys, the Go Wheel vote is up. We've got less than a minute right now. The cow is winning. 4,700 bits get you another added wedge for Haunted House right here. 4,700. That's real quick and easy. We can knock it out right here. What's up, Fado? How you doing? Salve. Is that Italian? I think it's... Wait, am I being rated? No, I'm not. Am I being rated? No, I still got 4 hours. Thank you. Made you look. Thank you.
Close.
Made me look. Thank you, Lexel. All right.
No, we cannot Counteville add that. That's never going to be. Ew.
That's next week. That's when they visit next week. That's just what they're calling it.
All right, ladies
It's
and
fine.
gentlemen, the poll is concluded. We will add a wedge to inseminating the cow. That now puts that wedge at approximately 13.8%. 13.8% chance of
Oh,
winning.
jeez.
LASIK.
Oh, no.
LASIK.
LASIK. The wheel is caught up. LASIK with the 10 bomb, now putting us 39 subs away. 39. Guys,
It's
we've got to knock this out.
Really too bad
We've got to do this.
that I don't teach 3 days a week, is it?
We got to do this right. We got to do this tonight. 39 subs. We're
Are you
39
sure?
subs away from spinning it. By the
Oh,
way,
no.
Bender the Robot, thank you for influencing the vote with a total of 4,000 channel points contributed towards
Wow.
inseminating a cow. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. Oh, my. All right. There you go. 39 subs away. 39.
Oh no. Oh, what?
That's messed up.
Oh,
I
no,
agree,
those are
natural
the ones
beef.
that were already there.
I agree, natural beef. It's scary for your kind.
It is very scary.
Which is
Poor natural
hilarious.
beef.
That's so funny to me.
That
That is fantastic. Tavi Moza uses the code !sub. That could get us one more. 39 away. All right, guys.
I am so positive.
Do you want to keep
I'm
up the
full
hype?
of positive energy.
You want to keep up the hype, or do you want to go into the leaks? We could go into the leaks. We do only have about 20, 30 minutes left on the show, and then we got to get out of here because the full...
Oh, I do have an important link for you, by the way.
Yeah, please. What's that?
Uh-oh.
We have ourselves a brand new brand sponsorship to talk about, and I haven't told you about it. Yeah.
What do you got over there, buddy? What do you got?
I've been very, very hard at work on this one.
Uh-huh.
Because it has to do with something very fun and exciting, and I got the idea from watching the brand new Star Trek Starfleet Academy the last 3 weeks with you and having our podcast, which we do on Thursday nights. And we watch the show and then we talk about the show afterwards. And I have been watching the show in the theater right next door, you know, where I mix my Atmos and I do my day job stuff. A ultra short throw theater company called AWOL Vision has made a brand new triple laser ultra short throw projector that's going to knock the socks off any other projector ever, DJs. And guess what? They have a Kickstarter coming out for this new projector, and they sent a couple of testers out for people who wanted to talk about the projector, and we got one. I got it right here. Look at this. Hey!
That's incredible. That's great.
We are going to be the first ever Star Trek streaming on a triple laser effect projector.
Oh! Logo just
Logo
put us over
bless.
the line. Logo with the 50 bomb. And that puts us at 2,000.
I'm not putting my hand in a cow. I'm not putting my hand in a cow.
2,511
I'm not putting my hand in a
subs.
cow.
Guys, it is time for a wheel spin. Let's go. Let's
Oh,
go.
no.
Let's go.
How could that have happened?
Oh my God, I am scared to death right now. I am scared to death.
Oh no, Logo, what did you do?
I am actually trembling.
I'm sweating my armpits.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Do you want me to say something funny?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
maybe mean?
I need you to.
I think
I got a drink.
for putting us over the edge, Logo should get one more wedge that gets a little bit more chance.
Are you serious right now? All right, fine.
Yeah.
Executive producer has spoken.
Well, it depends.
Logo.
It depends. What edge does he want?
Logo, choose a wedge that gets increased odds for being our final dono towards the
That's
go wheel.
definitely not the haunted house.
You get to choose any item you want, and then we're going to spin this wheel. My pulse right now is racing.
It's
my
not
God.
good. Bad vibes, man.
Yeah, don't forget to take the cow out for dinner first. And
Oh God.
whisper some sweet nothings.
Obviously, he said the cow.
Don't
Ladies
say
and
cow.
gentlemen,
He says cow.
He said the cow?
the cow has
says
now
cow.
been increased to 16.7%.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, in celebration of our
Oh,
promotion, launching the new IRL backpack and coordinating community meetups all across this great nation, it is time to spin this
good
wheel.
Lord.
Are you guys ready?
Oh, alpaca for sure. The cow. I'd rather do the
No.
cow.
I'm not ready.
Go ahead, DJ.
There is-
Spin the wheel of misfortune.
There is such a lump in my throat right now. Ladies and gentlemen,
The wheel
I'm gonna
of
click it.
misfortune.
We're spinning the wheel. Here we go.
Oh, there it goes. I see it.
No, I don't like this already.
No. This was your stupid idea, okay? That's number one.
Yay, boy.
No.
Number
This is
two,
not mine.
I
I
take
have
one
nothing
show
to do
off,
with
and
this.
this is what you let to get put on the wheel, inseminate a cow? Who's responsible for this?
You know who's responsible
Not
for this?
me.
Got it.
You know who's responsible for this? Arian.
Turpitude.
Arian is responsible for this.
Arian?
Arian stopped by the show while you were off.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Who bought that stupidly expensive backpack? Huh? If you
This
hadn't
is
bought
pretty
that
much the worst
backpack-
stream of my life. Here I was.
Oh, don't worry. You haven't
I
put
was
your
in the
hand
middle
anywhere
about
near a
talking
cow
about
yet,
this
so-
brand new promotion, showing Star Trek off in ultra 4K on an ultra short throw
If I don't
projector.
open it, then
as
later I
living
can
my
claim
best
ignorance,
life,
right?
and all of a sudden, in the middle of that, you're telling me we got to put our hands on a cow?
prescription is more cowbell.
Mostly just DJs.
I
Wow.
know,
You can
big
stand
and right
the
there.
other
That's
end of the cow.
impressively large. No, there's not a re-roll, Domo. This is it. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has now been chosen. All right. Now, what we get to do is we remove this from the wheel.
You're
All
right, Deli. You're right,
We
Deli.
remove this from the wheel, and we're going to spin 5 more times to remove 5 wedges, which means now the wheel
That's
opens
messed
up for 5 more items or 6 more items to be added to the wheel. So let's remove this. Done. We're going to spin it again. Here's spin number 1 of removal.
Oh, and you're not taking the odds away so they're even? You're keeping them how it is?
The Niagara Falls has been removed. Number 2.
We're keeping it how it is.
DJ,
Uh-oh.
what is wrong with
There
you?
goes the edge walk. The edge walk is gone.
No,
Oh, thank God.
no, that's
Number
it.
3.
No.
Can't touch me.
Nope.
Hey.
Not removing odds.
You should have taken the odds away
Wait,
first.
I should have taken the odds
That's
away.
what I thought too.
Okay, all right, okay, hang on.
Yeah.
Well, then I can fix it. I can fix it. So what was it? It was Edgewalk and
Edgewalk
Toronto
and Niagara Falls.
and Niagara
Yeah.
Falls. Okay, we'll put them back in. All right, now I got to go through and reset all the odds. Well, I can do that by just doing that. Now everything's even. Okay, so there should be 19 on the wheel. Okay, so here's spin number 1.
Wait, can you copy that list?
Yes.
And just put that in Discord real quick?
Yep, got you.
Thank you.
All right, item number 1 to be removed, the polar bear plunge. It's gone. Item number 2, here we go.
Okay.
Wristbreaker says, why
Good,
removing the
hypothermia
odds?
off the menu.
Why remove the odds? Well, in fairness, I guess the Edgewalk had so many wedges, it counted for more than one wedge. So these are just removing. These are just removing of the ideas, and then you guys will get to. Now, by removing these entries, well, we can always put one back. We can always put one back. This is only the second removal. All right, because we're going to remove 5 plus the cow. That means that there's room for 6 to go back on. And you guys will have an opportunity at resetting your wedges for odds. Eating a rattlesnake. There you go. Number 3, it's gone. Number 4. The Memphis Barbecue Pub Crawl. That's gone. Okay, there we go.
Oh, man, these are good ones.
All right, and here we go. Last one, number 5. I did win. Yeah, I won the cow. The Edgewalk got it anyway. Did it? Did it? No, the Niagara Falls meetup just got removed. Okay, there you go. So now there are 14 wedges.
They were going to happen together anyway.
Here you go. There are 14 wedges, which means there is room to add 6 more ideas. The odds have been reset, so now you guys will have an opportunity to also vote on not only adding new wedges, but also adding new odds, okay? So there you go. The wheel has now, this is its reset form, all right? 14 wedges, room for 6 new ones, or you can put back some of the old ones. Every 5,000 bits, we can add one back, or we can increase
The only
odds.
prescription is more cowbell.
Thanks a lot, Logo. Appreciate that.
Always.
I'm terrified you might still have to come to our house.
Okay, there you go. So coming in March, I will have to find a guided experience at a professional farm to breed a cow.
Horrifying.
There you go. Can we actually get back to STFC now? Would that be appropriate?
Well, I didn't finish telling you about my projector where I'm going to have thousands of new followers find our content.
You go ahead and do that. I'm going to make some adjustments to the Go wheel now, or to our odds sets here. Yeah, you do your thing.
AWOL Vision has sent us this beautiful brand new prototype projector called the Ethereon projector. And we're going to demo it, and we're going to watch Star Trek on it, and we're going to tell the world about it. And all of the little AWOL nerds who know nothing about, maybe someone that probably do know a lot about Star Trek, but not about us, they're going to come to our YouTube channel and find Griffin's Little Corner. That's my plan. And watch these videos. Tens of thousands, 50,000 plus views on their last wave they did 2 years ago. So I'm excited to meet some new friends and showcase the new little technology out there.
That's actually that's very, very cool, to be perfectly honest with you. I want to throw that out there. And I will tell you that we do still have one goal that's been a little overlooked this month, but we still have some work to do, which would be over here, right up here, which is our $15,000 technology budget that we are working on here. Yes. We're halfway through, almost halfway through to the first 24-hour stream, which I've actually upped the ante, Griffin, and said that I would actually, in fact, do the 24-hour stream at your house.
Oh, good. Well, that's good. I thought you were about to say naked. I don't know why my brain went to naked, but that's a much better idea.
Yeah, so the 24-hour stream will, in fact, actually happen from the pergola, and we will, in fact, probably end up hosting a little bit of a party there. Exclamation point tip, exclamation point donate. Our goal was to hit $5,000 by January 31st. Came up a little bit short, but we still have an opportunity to get that going and offer you a 24-hour party stream in beautiful, sunny, warm Florida. All right, and that will happen there. So you guys be sure to help us out with that. Exclamation point tip, exclamation point donate as we push towards the payment and the reimbursement for our new IRL backpack, which is obviously going to bring you guys amazing, great new content. For example, learning about farms.
Is the backpack waterproof?
No.
Okay, so we definitely don't want to go into the pool with it then.
I can't go into the pool with it. No, I can't go into the pool with it. But we can, we can use it like in pool scenarios. Just set it off to the side and use the satellite uplink with it to build a studio, right?
Well, I'll just remind you of
saying.
that on hour 19 when you get precariously close to the pool and punch drunk.
I'm pretty sure you owe us a pool jump as well. All right.
I do.
Guys, listen, let me switch back over to my screen here. And oh, crap! Leaks! I'm just kidding. Oh, my fault.
Again?
Guys, introducing to you your brand new building for the month. This is called the Signal Observatory. See, I told you there was a new building coming.
What have you done? Are you drunk?
No. You know, that's the whole ask forgiveness permission thing. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
So basically, you figured you're going to get fired anyway for the previous transgression, so might as well just go all in.
Go all in, okay? Go all in. Where are the generators? See, they didn't build the generators either, okay? Obviously, they didn't build the generators either, so what's it matter, okay?
Or any of the other buildings.
Yeah, none of the other things are there. There's there's some dilithium and whatever. So yeah, and these buildings, they're just going to get vaporized, sucked off into space. All right. So there you go, guys. This is the Signal Observatory, and yes, I'm kind of teasing. Tony Pie says it's okay. Samo already posted. Yeah, this is no, it's fine. This is the authorized leak that I teased the community with while you were pooping. Okay. Here's what I'm going to tell you about the Signal Observatory. Okay, and I'm going to read this exactly as it has been authorized to leak, and then we're going to discuss the ramifications of this.
Stop saying leak for the last time.
The Signal Observatory is a subspace radio telescope built around a living database of new and legacy transmission technologies. It will improve the V'ger Challenge track payouts and enhance G7 uncommon station material cost efficiency. If you are fortunate enough to upgrade this building to level 71, then it will unlock the daily V'ger Bounty Challenge absolutely free, allowing commanders to earn the 50 challenge track points every single day, 7 days a week, for the total of 350 points without purchasing the $20 pack from the store. All right. So
that's great.
What we're talking about here is if we're taking a look at the challenge track, this building at at level 71 will automatically grant you an extra daily. Okay. Automatically grant you an extra daily that will allow you to hit this legendary track with your normal daily points absolutely free. But that is not all. For those of you saying, oh, it's a G7 building, it's not going to do anything for me. Well, that's not entirely true, because the building will also enhance the challenge track by increasing the number of challenge credits and faction credits cumulatively at building levels 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, and 75. What will happen when you get that, when you hit that building level in the first week that you hit, you will receive a one-time gift chest with the Delta, because obviously, as we know, the challenge track only resets every 7 days. All right, so if you get it to level 20, then you're going to get a gift chest that will contain the increase of what's going to happen in the challenge track. Same thing at 30, 40, 60, 70, and 75. The next week, when your challenge track resets, you will be then either at what we are going to refer to as Tier 1, which is this. Okay. What happened to 50? They skipped 50. It's 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, and 75. So this is considered now Tier 1, level 1. Okay. Having your Signal Observatory to level 20 will result in a Tier 2 challenge track, then Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5, Tier 6, and Tier 7 with increased payouts every single time. Okay. Upgrading the Signal Observatory will grant those gifts, including shards of the new prototype tech, the neural neutralizer, and new Veil warp tolls, which, since it's in the announcement, I can tell you a little bit about those coming up in a moment. Building buffs will include increased base damage versus V'ger hostiles, which, by the way, is why I said that nothing is going to have any impact on V'ger hostiles this month. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, it increases base damage versus V'ger hostiles and increased critical damage versus non-Armada hostiles for G5 or higher FKR ships. Additional buffs include isolated defense for players in G5 plus FKR ships and improved cost efficiency for G7 uncommon station materials as mentioned. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your Signal Observatory. And why I had indicated that there are improvements for everybody. I have no doubt that somebody in their G3, G4 range, Griffin, is probably going to want to maybe slow roll this building, but it does improve the challenge track payouts as you go on. Now, we were actually just having this conversation last night about whether or not the challenge track rewards were enough and the challenge refinery was enough. I believe that we will see the answers to those concerns coming up in about 12 hours. So that could potentially indicate that with improved payout from the challenge track, there could be things that we can spend more of these challenge credits on in the challenge track refinery. The
Agreed.
Veil warp tolls are going to involve new systems in the Veil that are there for mining. They are twice as deep and twice as fast for your material mining in the Veil. All right, so this building will...
Did you just say twice as deep and twice as... Shut up, Tarpitude.
Is that why Tarpy said that sounded lovely? Not just because there's better mining nodes, but because of...
No, there might have been a better way for you to, phrasing, DJ.
Okay, sorry. They are twice as large.
Nodes.
They are twice as large, and they will mine twice as fast. Okay?
That's only slightly better.
Okay. So there you go. Now, there are...
No, Stradalorian, I'm not excited for any beef.
Double your pleasure, double your fun. Thank you very much, Soju. I appreciate that. No, that's double mint gum. Remember that one? Double mint gum? Double your pleasure, double your fun. No, not for me, but a lot of people do. Okay, a lot of people do. Listen, for me, it's going to let me get my mining done for my dailies faster so that I can be done with it faster. Okay.
Excellent.
So Alpaca says they'll be twice as packed with miners. Well, I guess that depends on your use of the Veil warp tolls. See, some people, not that I would be giving any ideas out on this stream, but some people might save those to go in with a big warship with a fat old cargo and just kill everything that's over cargo. On the other hand, a lot of your servers protect token space, so it'll be a safe place for you guys to go up and mine. Depends on the politics of your particular server, okay?
Boring.
And by the way, I will point out it's not a server politics thing. That's right, Pong. It's in the Veil. So there are only 5 Veils, and I would imagine that there are pirates in each and every one of them. Okay. Andy says, what do you mean toll? More gates. Well, no, these are basically token systems.
No, it's a warp token.
Yeah.
Warp token.
These are
Andy?
just like any other bonus mining system that we've seen in the past. They're all over this place in the game. We haven't had any for the Veil. You've got some over here in, what was this space called over here? I don't remember. Dominion space. There was warp stuff. There's some mining specialty token stuff.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're all over the game. So yeah, not a big deal there. Those things happen everywhere. But the new Signal Observatory will be your source for the Veil warp tokens if you're a level 71 or higher player. And those warp systems, I'm trying to remember. They start. I'm trying to remember. I think they're going to be. There's a real
Do you want me
noticeable.
to tell you?
No. There's a real noticeable difference right in here. A little bit of a gap. I think you're going to probably see, but we'll find them. They're in the Veil for those of you who are G7 players. Okay. So
through the Veil.
There you go. They're in the Veil. So there's something there for the G7 players. There's something there for everybody else. I think one of the things that is not teased in this. So again, more with the leaks. I think what's not teased here is what are you going to do with the increased challenge track currency, Griffin? And that has actually been something that has been mulled about and talked about by the community, is that this store is just not wildly attractive. So why should we care about an increased income of challenge track credits? Well, it could be
Maybe there's an answer to that question that we can't talk about until tomorrow.
that is certainly a possible thing. Okay, so there you go. That is the Signal Observatory. That was the leak that has been leaked out on Stream Elements, and since it went out today, we're going to just go ahead and roll that out there. Divine says, well, if it was Outpost directives, it could be. Could be Dauntless parts. Who knows what it is? Could be a number of things. And I just seriously hope, please hear me, Fleet Command. Please make it something of value. Okay? Please make it something of value. I don't know what it's going to be. I honestly don't. I genuinely mean that. I don't know what it's going to be. Please make it something of value. Okay? Because that will rest. For anybody who's not G7, this store right here will determine how anybody level 70 and down engages with this new building. Period.
Oh, I agree with you.
Okay,
Yes.
1,000%. If this refinery for 70 and down is not engaged with, then you can look in this store and find out why. All right. Now, for those of us 71 or higher,
bugs.
I feel like there are decent things there that it's going to provide. Okay. For example, I am very, very pleased.
No example.
No, I'm talking about what we just talked about. The obtainium of the legendary track without having to spend $20 every single week. That's fantastic.
Okay, well, that is nice. Yes, absolutely. That is good.
The G5 plus damage boosts for your warships, I think that is big. And let's not forget, the reason I loved the challenge track to begin with was Sigma faction credit payouts. All right. If I'm getting more Sigma faction credit payouts every single time going around here, I'm very, very excited about that. Sadly, what I don't see specifically labeled in this assignment is an increase across the board. I don't think we're going to see an increase with the outpost control parts because the blog specifically says that the challenge track will increase the challenge credits and FKR credits at the building level. So that means that the outpost control cores and the officer shards will likely remain static, at least based on the information that I've got here. That being said, Andy says, well, you need to spend $5,000 to get the building to save $20 a week. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be that much, Andy. However, that is the math equation that now people are going to be looking at doing. Okay. And I'm going to give you a similar scenario. All right. Obviously not to the same scale, but I'm going to give you the scenario of Prime Start. How many of you guys bought Prime Start? And for how many of you has Prime Start been an absolute value savings? Like, without a shadow of a doubt, Prime Start is by far and away better than the Wave Defense Battle Pass, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is obviously probably going to be more expensive, okay? It's probably going to be more expensive, obviously, than a Prime. Not probably. It will be. However, there is still going to be a break-even point. All right? There is still going to be a break-even point. And, you know, if the building is $1,000, if it's $2,000, I have no idea. I have no idea what it'll be. Divine says, you know, listen, honestly, you spend $2,000, save $20 a week. Well, that means the building pays for itself in less than 2 years. You know, and by the way, I'm obviously, that's if the math was that simple, Divine. I don't know what the math is. Okay? I don't know what the math is. But I do know that there are going to be VIPs who do math this out. There are going to be VIPs who have already spent on the legendary track this month, and they will do this math and find out if it's going to be beneficial to them. So the same word of advice goes to Fleet Command in this particular point. The same advice goes to Fleet Command. This needs to be a value proposition that doesn't take a decade or longer to realize. Okay?
Make it worth it.
Yeah, it's got to be worth it. Okay? I don't know what that number is. Okay? I don't know what that number is. But now KJ points out, accurately, by the way, the equation, DJ, is going to be more complicated to that because you also have to factor in the increase in rewards and ultimately the free legendary track. And you're absolutely right. The number of Sigma faction credits that you're going to increase and see there, the number of the number of or the style of officers that go into it moving forward. Okay. Even the number of warp tolls, right? How often can we do mining in this new Veil warp toll space? So there's a number of things, and KJ's absolutely right. It can't be straight based on just that 8th milestone because there's an increase in rewards as well. And I will tell you that we already know what that is. All right. I cannot share with you what that is tonight. Tomorrow we can. We already have the increase at all 7 tiers of the challenge track, and we will be more than happy to share that with you tomorrow. Okay, so there you go. We already know what the delta is going to be. Jules has already prepared those charts, and we'll have it for you in visual form, what the delta is between this Tier 1 version, even Tier 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We know what they are all the way up. I take that back.
Oh, so there's nothing he needs me to log as I'm spending tomorrow?
Well, I was just getting ready to say, I take that back. We know what they are up through Tier 6. I personally was unable to get the Tier 7 numbers because I'm only an Ops 71. So I couldn't take my building to level 75 in the playtest. All right. But I have the numbers for Tier 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Clark says, what's the Ops lock? Very much that. Based on Ops 51. Okay. Ops 51 to build the building, which means you can get Tier 2, 3, and 4 of the building all the way through Ops 51. Then Tier 5 of the challenge track will require Ops 60. Tier 6 of the challenge track will require Ops 70. And Tier 7 of the challenge track will require Ops 75. Okay, but there are no other that I'm aware of. Let me rephrase. There are no other ops locks other than the unlock to build it. It's at 51. And then after that, it's off to the races. Okay, I will also point out that Scopely has indicated, like they have with buildings recently, that they do plan on a relatively quick ramp up start period for players in those first several levels. So I would imagine it will be likely / possible for free to play to get very close to level 20, at least within the first 30 to 45 days. Okay. So there you go. All right. A couple of other questions real quick as we get ready because we're 10 minutes late to raid out the Lost Inn. So let me give you some other things. Will it be in Chronicle of the Ascendant? Guru, I don't have a solid answer on that, but I would say common sense says abso-freaking-lutely. Okay? I think
what they would focus on.
Yeah, abso-freaking-lutely, I would imagine. Where is the building material going to be sourced and how much? I would imagine that is something that you will be able to spend your increase in challenge credits on. And the challenge track refinery makes sense that there will be a building that supports the challenge track where there will be building parts. Okay, throw that out there. Voltron says, what happens at level 20? When you get the building to level 20, you will receive a one-time gift chest that contains the delta for that week. And then the next week that the challenge track resets, it will reset at the higher tier with your increased rewards. So they've even thought about what will happen if people hit the levels in during a week, right? You'll get the rewards that right then and there. You will get the challenge track rewards and a one-time gift chest for you to gain all of the delta for hitting it that week. So you don't even have to worry about the milestones. If you get all the way to milestone 7 and then you hit a milestone, you're going to get the daily, you're going to get a one-time gift chest that pays you the increase for the entire challenge track for that month. And then the following reset, it will go to that next tier. And again, we have all of those numbers. We can show you all of that tomorrow, all the way through tier 6. I do not have tier 7, unless Jules was able to get it. If Jules was able to get that, then that'd be fine. Alpaca says that week, right? Not that month. Yeah, just that week, because the next week it will recycle on its correct tier. So when you hit that building level, you will get the one-time gift chest that pays you everything for that week. All right? And then the next week it'll cycle over. Andy says, can you buy the $20 pack and get the building to... The building doesn't give the legendary track at level 20, Andy. He said, can you buy the $20 pack to get double rewards? No. But the building, for you to get this free legendary track, that will require level 71 of the building. All right. And basically what happens, if you get the building to level 71, it's going to add now a 4th daily, which I am told is supposed to be synergistic. Okay. it will add a fourth daily worth 50 points. So you still got to do all of those. You'd have to do all of those, and that will give you an extra 50 points each day. So you're still going to have to do the dailies in order to get to your 2,800 points. All right. I would imagine that the $20 pack will still be available because at the end of the day, it is just a points pack. Okay. The $20 event, so to speak, is just, what is it, 300 or 500, 375 points? 350 points. It's a 350 point pack is really all it is. So there you go. Matter says, I'd rather pay $20 and do one a week. Well, I mean, that is cheaper up front, but just like Prime Start, it will eventually catch up with itself. All right. So there is going to be a math formula there. And KJ's absolutely right. That $20 is not going to give you the increase in Sigma faction credits or challenge credit income if you do it that way either. Okay. Carissa says, so in other words, taking the building to level 71 without owning the Excelsior would be a bad move. You are correct, Carissa, to be perfectly honest with you. Now, that's only a bad move for, listen, if you didn't buy the Excelsior, chances are you're not going to take this building to 71 this month. All right. But I will remind you, you're already 25 days into a 100-day path on getting the Excelsior unlocked for free. Once you do that, milestones 6 and 7 become free to play anyway. Okay. So technically, milestones 6 and 7 will eventually be free once you unlock the Excelsior. And then, you know, you're natively working on the building. Maybe at that time you look at fast tracking the building for the rest of the Delta up to 71. But you're right, KJ. If you don't have Excelsior, you're not going to get the Legendary if you don't own the ship, at least not yet. Okay? You're 75 more days on getting the Excelsior for free. But again, I think most people did kind of acknowledge this past month that building the Excelsior was worth it. Upgrading it has yet to show value to us. That could change this month, and for the record, I do not know. All right? I do not know. But I would imagine that there are a great number of people out there that would not consider taking this building to 71 if they didn't have the Excelsior. And if they don't have the Excelsior and this building sounds of interest to them, they just got another reason to actually buy the Excelsior. Okay? Krutzagog says, can't actually say I don't like this concept. This sounds well thought out. Well, there you go. That's what it is. And honestly, that's why I say the building does have utility. It's outside of the V'ger Hostiles, and I'm here to tell you that base damage buff versus V'ger Hostiles will matter none. In the playtest, I took my building all the way to max for my level, Op 71. It made not a daggone bit of difference. We did encourage them to buff those values by multiple hundreds of factors in order for it to be noticeable. I sincerely doubt that they took that advice. If they did, I will be impressed. But if they did not, then I will not be surprised, which is why I say this will not have any impact on your V'ger Hostiles. Okay? That damage buff was inconsequential. All right? Any other questions?
We're late.
Yeah, we're late. Any other questions that we can answer for you very quickly before we raid over to the inglorious STFCers and get the heck on out of here?
I have to take my second liquid shot of the poop juice now.
Ew, gross. Yeah. Andy says still don't help of being perfect on dailies. No, it does not. As I said, doesn't do anything for the V'ger loop in any way, shape, or form. None. This is only going to be a building that is going to have some G7 material income or efficiency. It's going to have increased challenge track income and Sigma faction credits for G7 players, regular faction credits for 70 and under, and we are going to see a change in this store. Okay? What's going to be there?
There is a Talking and Trek with DJs tomorrow, right, sir?
We will do a Talking in Cars with DJs. My expectation is that we will not start until approximately 8 a.m. or shortly thereafter. I've got weather I got to deal with. Okay. I've got an Oliver that I've got to deposit somewhere when I go to work, so we'll see. But yeah, we're shooting for 8 a.m. tomorrow for a quick 45-minute episode on V'ger Rebirth Part 2. 8 a.m. Eastern Time is our planned time for that, and it will be audio only in Discord. Okay? And it'll be turned into a podcast afterwards. But there you go. Any other questions or anything that we can answer for you before we get ready to roll? Ah!
Matters, my favorite color is peacock.
Okie dokie then. Fantastic. Fantastical. Is Scopely putting out a video? I believe that we will see a video with patch notes in the morning. Yes. I do believe that we will see that. All right. Cool. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to raid on over to the Inglorious STFCers, who will then raid you into the Warp Drive 5 later on tonight. Tonight, hosted by MJ Hat, our special guest yesterday. You guys be sure to go on over there, cause some chaos, be ridiculous, and have a lot of fun, all right? We've got Shiz, we got Iron Fister, we've got MJ, we got Lost In and Zero G's carrying you through the next couple of hours as we get ready to head into the Warp Drive 5 and then into the Breakfast Club with Ultravetica, Mini Mabel, Quasel, and a host of others as we continue Arkfall content week 1. My name is UltimatDJz. And Griffin,
and I'm Griffin Green.
And Griffin already left to go to the Vengeance. Thank you, guys.
I'm right here.
Thank you,
I
guys.
know I am.
Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night, everybody.